and utter silence.
I'm still finishing up just a couple things.
Alrighty.
The classic DM last minute notes.
Yep. I mean, technically, it's not something for this session. It's just something I really need to talk about. Okay,
Yeah, I
but
get
yeah,
you.
now
I'm
I'm ready.
I'm still impressed with myself that I ran all of last night's session without a single note.
Yeah, pretty much blind.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's impressive. Kai and Nor, if you don't mind.
Ooh, I ain't recapping today.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey!
How does it
Okay.
feel, punk?
Tides of chaos.
So, last time on Quarrels of Quadruin, 4 valiant heroes marched in to a tavern in Swordbreak, formerly known as what was it?
Sword build.
Sword build. A town where they'd a town where they found that all of the capable fighters and the children with talent had been taken by the Bladed Vipers. These 4 legendary figures then met Kai, Lowry, Gadron, and Nor in a tavern, and challenged them to a valiant battle to prove their worth. And prove their worth they would have had the big hulking orc not cheated by making multiple attacks per round.
I like how you say that's cheating.
I mean, I would
Thus
understand it.
defeating the heroic, valiant Jim and his cronies, Gordon, Ray, and Freddy.
Come on, at least to get Bob's name right. You deserve that much.
Bill's not that bad. He's just a bit chatty.
However,
Specifically towards women.
the fighting attracted it attracted the attention of these valiant beasts, these underground tunneling creatures which would leap on adventurers and crush them. And while the cowardly half-orc and his band of um of cronies hid in cowardice, Fenstern and his crew valiantly, heroically defended everything.
Also,
Defended
that
the
time you
town.
decided to get Fenston's name right.
His name changes every sentence. In fact, his name is Schrodinger.
I both
They
have and don't have a name at the same time.
they defended against the creatures, taking absolutely no injuries, while the creatures, while the pathetic other crew, who no one really cares about, I don't know why I'm still going on about them, but they actually managed to take damage when they weren't even taking part in the fight, because that's how useless and incompetent they are. And at the very end of the session, one of those cowards, Nor, while washing all of the blood, he met a woman he recognized. And now let's get back to the important stuff. So the rest of them during this time
Are unconscious still.
I feel.
I like to imagine this is something that Fenston's just mumbling into himself in his sleep while he's
I just want to
trying to
say,
wake up.
as soon as you said 4 heroes, I immediately knew where you were going with
Yeah,
this.
me too.
Yeah, there was something about the delivery that made me go, he's not talking about this party, is he?
Yeah.
And then he goes, nope, he's talking about the idiots.
Uh,
The failing 4.
I had a name. I had a name for them that I put in general. Let me.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
It was the.
I'm gonna scroll up to it.
Da, da, da. Yeah, the Master Key's organization of royalty, opportunity, and nobility.
Where'd it go?
I found it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it.
you know you can use the search function, right?
Okay.
Wait, I just realised.
So,
if
what
we're
do you call themselves? What do you call them?
The Master Key's organization of royalty, opportunity, and nobility.
Master.
Abbreviated
they're,
moron.
the other thing I've just come up with is if we're the questers of Quadruin, they could be the quacks of Quadruin.
Don't say these things when I'm taking a drink.
I will say thank you for sticking to the theme.
Yeah, the cues of Quadruin.
Yeah.
Anyway, D&D.
Yeah. So, to go back into the normal POV, now that we've done with the slightly weird spin-off, like it's basically going from
It's like the third one at this point.
yeah, it's like in terms of art style, I imagine it going from like tiny chibi basically the art style goes from the Diamond and Pearl remakes to Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
So, no, you know for a fact you've seen this woman. You don't know where, but there is absolutely no doubt that she has been a part of your life at some point. You don't know when, but you know.
All right. Kind of between, bucketfuls of water dumping just to kind of remove the viscera, Nor just kind of keeps looking back to the lone woman on the porch.
You okay, Daniel?
I'm not sure. I think I know who that is. Well, I don't know who it is, but something about them.
Yeah,
You think it's someone from your past?
In some way, yes. I mean, I guess it would make sense that I'd recognize people here in Swordbreak. I mean, I don't know if you remember when we were back at the that library. The only thing that they really told me was to remember the name Swordbreak.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that, truthfully, but yes, now that you mention it, it would make sense.
Can I try to suss out what Gadrin would think the relationship between this woman and Nor would be?
Roll a roll a general intelligence check.
Also, Tom, are you using the right mic? It's kind of gone a bit staticky.
Yeah, you got some crackling to your mic.
Hang on a sec.
Somehow I didn't expect anything less.
Maybe is that a little better?
Yeah, that does sound better.
Yeah, I just unplugged and replugged it.
Okay.
Oh, it's back.
It's back. Yeah.
Ah, shit. Better?
No.
Oh,
It's still there. I mean, it's not like you're unintelligible or anything. It's just there's a faint crackle to it.
Yeah, just give me Is that good? Is that better? I just turned the
That sounds
gain.
better. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I must have turned the gain up too high.
Right. Yeah.
Happens to all
Yeah,
of
you're
us.
good now.
Yeah.
It's back. Oh well.
Mistake. So, you can't see any real connection.
Yeah, you got Gadget's just looking between them, trying to just figure it out. Just like you can almost hear the gears turning in his head. Just like, wait, but if no, they couldn't. Hmm.
Just hear the Jeopardy theme.
Yep.
Say do 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 do.
And then at some point, Gadget's just like, why don't you talk to her? I can't figure it out.
Me neither. Though, with just kind of a look at Gadrin, though it didn't take me as long to realize that.
I just sort of pat George on the head, or not George, Kai.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I guess it'd be any of number of reasons I'd be remembering. I mean,
Well,
Glory is me.
I think the most important thing to work out is if the connection is a friendly or family one, or if it's, work.
The latter is a bit more what I'm afraid of. And you've heard what they said happened here, and
Aye.
shudder to think if I had a hand in that.
Well, that was the Vipers. You your faction may have worked closely with them, but I would think they would know you by name or they would know your faction by name if they had a part in this. But no, they only referred to the Vipers.
Contrary to belief, the thing I was a part of isn't exactly widely known.
I suppose that's a point. In any case, I think there's only one way we're really finding out here.
Yeah, only one way. He's finding out. I'm sure he can handle himself if things
Right.
go bad.
I've heard, well, I've heard of some spells that can read minds, but alas, I do not know any of them.
I just pat Kai on
Yeah.
the head again.
Nor you kind of shudder at the thought of mind reading.
Yep.
You're thinking, let's not do that.
Bit close to home there.
Yeah. Like one of the shortest yet still just as violent PTSD attacks. Just immediate like, and then immediately back to normal.
Well,
So what are you gonna do?
well, first question here. What
Yes.
time is it? Remember, it
Right
was
now,
pretty much sundown when we were doing all the fighting and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now the sun has completely gone down. It is about 11 o'clock at night.
Right. To be frank, I don't even know what I'd go up and say. Just, hey, you don't know me, and I probably don't know you, or I might know you. Like,
Well, if your if your connection to her was strong enough that you know that you remember her even through the memory loss, that would imply that she would also know you.
well,
But well, I suppose that might raise a new question of which of your faces does she know?
I didn't really even think about that.
Hmm. Do you have no recollection of what faces you used to use before, well, the memory loss?
I don't think I ever really thought about that. I mean, it's It seems kind of odd trying to remember a face I may have used to hide myself when I can't even remember, well, myself.
I suppose so. I just don't know how this whole shape-shifting thing works. Do you? I don't suppose you have an array of faces and you choose one each time.
Uh, it's more like, I guess the best way I could think to describe it would be, imagine you have a variety of clothes that you own and are familiar with. But instead of going out and buying more clothes that you can choose to wear, you can just kind of manifest it. It's something you've seen, and then you just
I
kind
kind
of,
of nod slowly. I think I follow.
yeah, and then you just kind of choose what you want to wear and kind of concentrate on it. And with that, Nora will kind of change his face to, or change himself to look like Kai, and well, there
Kai
you
would just kind
have
of, Kai would just like kind of flinch back a little softer. Don't do that.
No, he'll go back to his. Sorry, figured a demonstration might help a little bit.
Oh, staring yourself in the face is a little unnerving.
Gadget has been paying attention for the last few minutes. He's too stuck on the do you have multiple clothes?
And kind of in response to Kai's
You're looking
remark
at his
about.
travel pack with an inquisitive eye. You're just like,
To be fair, I think Nora literally has a change of clothes for everyone. We stopped at a shop for that.
Well, it's more
Yeah,
so that
Gadget's
Gadget hasn't changed out of his plate armor in years.
Yeah. Well, we did get the suit on you though.
Over the plate armor.
Did you though?
Kind of. It didn't last, but kind of. Not even like kind of like half-heartedly going back to the bucket. Getting another pail of water. He responds to Kai. Well, try looking yourself in the mirror and not recognizing your own face. It's
Oh, I can see. That sounds worse.
Yeah, at some point Gadget just shrugs.
But well, I don't think any of this conversation really helps us know what to do here.
I think just talk to her. Worst that can happen is just conversation.
Hmm,
suppose I can at least start off with, thanking her for not minding that we used her well to clean up.
hmm, yes. Would you want us to come with you or just stay back here?
I mean, I don't imagine there's any kind of threat or anything. I guess that's more up to you guys.
Well, if the
I'll stay back here.
uh, Kai nods. Me too. If there is a threat, feel free to shout for us. We'll be right in there. And Kyle kind of grin and kind of twirls finger around in like a magic rune. I can get into a house quite quickly if need be.
Nora kind of looked back at the woman, and I imagine she looks fairly harmless. Kind of look back. I appreciate it, but I don't think that'll be necessary.
Hmm.
And then he'll go ahead and have semi awkwardly kind of head up towards the familiar stranger. Hello? Kind of sheepishly wave a little bit.
She, she's sort of just sitting down on a chair on the porch outside, and as she turns, you can see she's a woman in her mid to late 50s. So, she, you can tell that her stare is still quite vacant, but there's a small hint of pleasure as she sees you walk up and goes, "Oh, Hello there. It's not often we get new people here.
Yeah, we were swinging by on business. I hope you don't mind that we used your well to kind of clean up after that attack, and kind of pointing towards the incident of our fight.
The you can see some of the villagers that come out and have now started carving away at the boulettes, hope and possibly use them in some way or another. One thing's for sure, they're going to be trying a new recipe tonight. She kind of chuckles a little bit and goes, "Oh, well, that's not my well specifically. It's a public one. It belongs to the whole town. It's actually how it was founded. A well of water just sitting there in the middle of a desert.
You
And
mean to tell me the well was here before anyone was?
well, pardon the pun, but it wasn't a well. It was just a sort of natural reservoir. The town was founded here well, it was a few hundred years ago, and it was where the roughest and toughest people used to live. Some of the, well, I saw you went into a tavern. I'm sure the bartenders told you all about it. Some of the greatest people of the land who used to come here. But now, well,
Hmm. Yeah, so we heard about the problem with the bladed vipers.
did he tell you what happened with me?
He mentioned a little bit of, well, the being left alone, and, well, the bladed vipers coming, and kind of gestures with his hands a little bit, just like, you know, which, terribly sorry to hear that.
She looks down. You can hear a whisper. They took my boy. They took my son.
Well,
And,
I know
and
it's
now
little in the way of comfort, but we've been ratting them out a bit, digging up the places these vipers have been hiding, and taking out who we can.
So you're telling me it wasn't those showboats that showed up earlier?
Wait, it wasn't what?
The
It wasn't.
showboats.
Yeah.
The
The morons.
no, yeah, no, he knows. He's like,
Yeah, she's obviously joking with you.
yeah, yeah. They sure like to spin a tale and keep seeming to turn up everywhere we go.
Yeah, well, in these parts, it's not a good idea to draw attention to yourself. That's something anyone who's lived here has learned. Just keep quiet, keep your head low, keep your eyes up, and that should help you. Of course, it doesn't always work out that way, does it?
Rated you know, we
Hmm?
could try to help get rid of your problem here, assuming that they still are around.
She kind of thinks a bit and goes, It's. It is weird. We haven't had an attack from them for the past 10 years or so.
And town still hasn't recovered from them.
Well, like they said, took all of the best people. They needed and soon the best wasn't necessarily good. Until in the end, all was left are small children, old men, cripples, and whiny old ladies like me.
There's one thing I know for certain: it's Blade Vipers don't seem to care where you're from, who you are. They just take. Now, so question here. Now that I'm up closer, can I kind of try and like kind of study your face a bit and see if I can like remember beyond just I recognize. Just kind of a bit of a strain of like when something's on the tip of your tongue, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, roll uh insight with disadvantage.
Aw.
You're trying to see where it came from, but every time you get a good look at her face, something in your mind flashes. For a millisecond, you see the emblem of the Blade Vipers. For another millisecond, you see a large man dragging you by the arm. For another millisecond, that vision of you and Nightlock in the office. And then that last one flames. But as far as this woman is concerned, she's not showing up. But you know you've seen her. But you cannot tell what. And it's getting a bit frustrating. She looks down and goes, "You know, you want to know what the worst part is?
What would that be?
Part of me wants to mourn, but a part of me just can't accept that he's gone. I just I just wish there was a way of finding out what happened to him."
Well,
The last I saw of him, he was being taken to that camp further south, but besides that, I don't.
well, you know, as I said, we've had a lot of run-ins, and probably will have several more with the Bladed Vipers and those they deal with. Perhaps, do you know what he looked like? Maybe we could try and keep an eye for him.
Well, he he was very self-conscious about his appearance. Didn't like to show himself too much. She I it's not something I really like to talk about, but I can tell you who took him.
What do you mean? Just the Bladed Vipers, right?
There was one man in particular.
Okay, and what? Who might he be?
I never got his name, but he was a large man, dressed in armor. He He had a large black beard and curly hair. He he didn't have any weapons, but he had these gauntlets that had spikes on them.
Do any of this sound all that familiar other than just the big man part?
You do remember that very brief flash in the back of your mind. The large man who was grabbing you by the arm seemed to fit the description.
I'm starting to realize a couple things here. It's, if you don't mind my asking, once again, is there anything that would help us identify your son, or what do you mean, like?
She snaps her fingers. A necklace. There was a necklace he had that he was very fond of. Was It was silver, and it had a wolf on it. The head of a wolf. If he's wearing that, it's definitely him.
That should hopefully help us. Oh, sorry to disturb you again. I see it's gotten quite late, and I'm sure we're keeping you up.
Well, yes, but it's nice to talk to someone new. And if you make it back, please, please don't hesitate to visit. I'll prepare some tea.
And kind of give a smile. Oh, I'll certainly stop by next time we come through. Oh, no, can I pull out a hand? Jameson, by the way.
It's a nice name. Maria.
Let's head out. I think we got quite a large day ahead of us, so. Good night, Maria.
Night, Jameson.
And I'll kind of head back towards the group.
When he does so, Kyle will just kind of look at him. Well, any clues as to who that was?
Nora just kind of scratch his head and just, I mean, I I couldn't pin anything, but just can't shake that feeling. It's
Hmm.
it's one thing to have like a flash of memory and stuff, but this is, it's almost like burning. And no matter how hard I try, I can't recognize her.
Strange.
But
Is there any? Yeah, yeah. But besides that nagging feeling, is there any like gut feeling that happens when you're talking to her?
that's a good question. Tom, is there any kind of gut feeling?
You know for a fact that you can trust her. Almost implicitly. But obviously that part of you isn't willing to do that so easily.
Well, I mean, obviously she has no ill will towards us. Seems she's just mourning.
Oh,
In a
Kai
sense.
kind of nods, remembering back to the woman who was spoken about at the tavern. Was she the one who lost her family?
Yes, that's Maria.
I see.
I suppose, I mentioned to her that we've had several run-ins with the Bladed Vipers and those they've done deals with. Told her if, we'd keep an eye out for her son, which she
You remember she
couldn't
mentioned
really.
you do remember
Yes.
the camp she
Yeah. Because she didn't say much in terms of how her son looked, but she did say he had some kind of silver necklace with a wolf head on it, and that he was taken to a camp to, kind of point off that way.
I kind of half jokingly says, and you didn't own any necklace that looked like that, right?
Not that I've known. I mean, to be fair, most of my personal stuff was once I was aware again, was mostly things that had been signed. They'll do like have quotations, me. Not much in
Yes.
terms of personal belongings, so
Hmm.
That makes sense.
Well, well, we'll hit that camp tomorrow morning. See what we can find. And who
Aye.
knows? And who knows? Maybe we'll. Yeah, maybe that kid we find will know you.
I don't know if he'd still be there. She said that they haven't been back in 10 years.
We'll find at least something.
I suppose so.
Aye, for now, I think after our fight earlier, I think I need some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with y'all there.
And also that glass of ale that the bartender promised me as well. That would be nice.
Yeah, Gadget just rolls his eyes.
I think I'll pass on a drink tonight. I'm kind of exhausted after today, and got a lot on my mind. So
Kai just kind of Kai grins at Nor. If it's judging by the strength of the stuff you gave me earlier, any regular drink would kill you.
Gadget just sort of smacks Kai on the back of the head.
okay, see, I don't know what's going on with you because we've had the same drink before, and you acted differently than you are now. Something is off about you. It is not me. It is not my drinks. It is you. You are the factor here,
What
and I
the
will die on that.
what the magical god of alcohol made me immune to it, or what?
Listen, after what I've seen you do, I wouldn't be surprised.
I just kind of grins.
Now,
That or it's the god of luck.
Whatever you say.
That or it's the god of luck giving you exactly the right brews to not make to not be silly drinks.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
That's why the god of not giving you silly drinks.
No. The god of luck managing to make circumstances so you always drink drinks that don't get you drunk.
either way, having one of those giant things almost land on me more than once. I'm hurting. I'm gonna go lay down. So, and it's incredibly
Kyle kind of smiled at Gadrin. Didn't you pay attention when you were learning about religion? Luck is beyond the gods. There is no such Lord of Luck.
Yeah, Gadget puts a hand on Kai's shoulder. The ones we know about, at least. And then he walks off to the tavern.
That is surprisingly ominous.
Or it would be if it hadn't already been established earlier in the campaign that the reason there's no God of Luck is because it's Kai.
So that's a possibility, I suppose.
The God of getting natural 20s at the exact moment he needs them.
As opposed to
Guess
me,
we-
whose unique talent is getting natural 20s when it would be actively detrimental, or does it actually matter?
It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll
uh,
head back to the tavern now.
yep, I will follow.
Okay. So you guys head to the tavern. I assume you're just gonna go straight to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know
Kai's
Nor is.
going to get the glass of ale that I believe the tavern keeper promised him last session.
At that moment, you do. At that moment, you do see another somewhat decently. No, actually, you see Samuel, who has recovered from his injuries, and he sees you guys come in and goes, "Hey there, guys. I couldn't help but notice, but your fight skills there against those roulettes, real impressive. Not as impressive as these biceps, but goddamn, there's some good stuff there."
Gadget just stares at him.
Thanks. It's nice to have an admirer. Says Guy matter of factly.
And speaking of admirers, immediately turns towards Lowry. You got one for me right here. I can tell you that for sure.
Gadget just holds a sword in between him and Lowry, just reminding him of what happened last time.
Hey! Don't worry. I'm just being nice. I'd never want to make a young lady uncomfortable. Don't worry. You're safe with me.
Gadget raises an eyebrow. Yeah, he resheaths his sword and just gestures, "I'm watching you," to Samuel.
So, you guys here to have another drink?
I'm
I
heading
was
to
hoping.
bed.
All right.
I was
You do
hoping
that.
for a drink.
Samuel kind of looks at you for a second, goes, "No offense, but look a little young."
Yeah, I believe the tavern keeper promised me one after my
That's
performance
right,
in
I
Battle
did.
Liquor.
He comes in and just wipe and starts pouring one. What kind you want? Normal, slightly weaker, slightly stronger, or extra
No.
strong?
I think that for now just the normal will do.
He Samuel kind of looks at you, goes, "Hmm. You know, by the way, I don't know. I was gonna ask one of you guys. There was one little competition we haven't done, but don't tell Finston. He's not a big
What?
fan of when I do this, but it's fun nonetheless."
Well, what you seem the most bearable out of your group, so I'll humor you. What is this competition?
Well, I don't know what you mean, because I got nothing to do with bears, but thank you anyway. So, you ever heard of the game Sink or Swim?
Can't say I have.
Well, you gotta make sure you swim above what you drink, or else you sink and fall on the floor.
I just looked at him puzzled.
And just in the corner, you do see Norman, the wizard who's reading the book, just says he wants to do a drinking competition again.
Well, Kai smiles. I'd be happy to take you on at that.
All right,
Here we go.
you heard him. We'll start with the same one. You ordered just a normal one, so I'll start with a normal one, and then we'll go up in level. What do you think of that?
Sounds good. We making a wager or?
considering what happened and the fact that you could just take back whatever I win, nonetheless, I'd say we just do it between friends. Think of it as my way of saying sorry for Phantom being rude. Because he's a good leader, but he can be a little insensitive.
Hey, well, in that case, I would be. Yes, I think I'm happy to humor you. And
Your ales have been poured.
yeah,
And I am going to get Samuel's sheet out so I can see how good his con saves are. And under normal circumstances, I'd be asking you the same thing, but oh wait,
It's happening.
we had to knock it. We had to do it at some point. It had to happen at some point.
This has been my aim ever since Kyle got rolled.
So, first drink goes down.
I would just kind of look. Kyle would just kind of look at the tavern keep and just like, kind of just laugh. You think I don't know what alcohol tastes like, old man? You know, I know I'm a kid, but it's not going to be that easy to trick me.
He raises his eyebrows and he finishes and he kind of just shakes it like, whew, man, that hit was tough. That hit the mark right there, like a bullseye, going through the heart of love. Not that I'm saying that I love you. No offense, you look nice, but you're a little young, and I'm not into guys. Not that being into guys is wrong, but it's just not for me, you know.
Oh, he's already lost.
Well,
No, you don't understand. This is how he normally talks.
I know, he's still already lost.
Kyle kind of glance at the tavern owner. You know, if you're trying to give me an advantage here, I appreciate it. But go on, I'm ready. You can give me the real stuff now.
He makes absolutely sure to show the bottle that it is going in both of the glasses. And okay. Yeah, no, you're both okay.
Okay.
He's going like, come on, we can do a little better than that. We're gonna need a good sleep tonight.
Well, you said it, not me. Kai's now probably realised that it's like, it's not that the drinks are weak, it's something else.
Took him this long to realize it.
Yep. And he's fully prepared to take advantage of that fact. I know.
Oh, you're back just in time.
I missed.
So,
What have I missed?
Kai is finally in a drinking competition.
Against Samuel.
Perfect.
Yeah, of course.
Wait,
Have I?
You
I
also
think you're
missed,
just
you also missed Denor talking to Maria, the lonely
the
woman
person he
who's
thought he recognized.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything especially intense?
He didn't find out what like her deal was or anything.
Yeah, he knows that. Yeah, all he knows is that he can trust her implicitly, and she lost a son who has a very specific necklace that he really likes, and but was so self-conscious about his appearance that she doesn't like talking about it.
Oh. Fair enough. And then at the moment, is there a drinking competition going on? Is that what I've gone into, or have I missed that?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it's 2 drinks down at the minute. Kai is
is
doing quite well.
Yeah, Kai's also finally realized that his immunity to drunkenness is not due to the alcohol he drinks.
Has Nor gone to sleep, or is he still kind of in this area?
Yeah, Noah, what are you doing?
Nora's already pretty much once he got to the tavern, he just kind of headed up to the room.
Yeah,
A lot on his
Gadrin.
mind right now.
Yeah, Gadrin too. After holding a sword between Samuel and Lowry.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Samuel started to make a little bit of a move once you guys walked back into the tavern.
Oh, okay. Yes, I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was just a compliment. He didn't actually move towards you this time.
But,
He's learned to be a bit more careful about that when you have the big half.
yeah, so I'm assuming
Big
Larry's...
man.
Is Larry still at the bar?
Larry is probably there in case they needed medication.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd probably. Yeah, we'll say that I'd just keep chilling there.
Like I said, all the most talented people were taken. She's literally the closest thing to an actual doctor they have in this place.
Oh,
Okay, next one.
One
He
second,
rolls a
my
natural
parents are in the room.
20.
Give me a sec.
You also missed, Noah talking about the relating shape shifting to like clothes changing, which stumps Gadget because he's been wearing the same suit of plate armor for years.
Yeah. So I commented they doesn't really understand how shapeshifting works for changelings, nor likened it to having several different suits of clothing that instead of going out to buy more, if you see it, you can just manifest it. And then just thinking about what you want to wear. And then he changed into Kai. Scared Kai a little bit. And
Sorry about that, I'm back.
and then we were just talking about. Well, anyway.
Anyway, D&D, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kyle. If Larry's nearby, Kyle will just probably say to her, I feel like I may owe Nora a bit of an apology after this. I may owe Jameson a bit of an apology after this.
Simon's like, "What are you talking about? We still got a ways to go. Come
We
on,
do.
bartender, a little bit more."
Don't worry about it. Kai
Bartender's
grins.
like, "Well, if that's how it's going to be." And that he moves up a level in terms of the alcohol. He moves to the stronger one. He rolls very high. He's okay. He's still doing okay. He's a tough guy. He's got a lot of space to store that alcohol in those bulging muscles of his. But the second drink does not go as well. This time he just takes a swig, and you can tell by the way he puts the glass down. It's a little rougher.
Kai, meanwhile, is just kind of downing these in the exact same mannerism as if he was just drinking water. Because, well, to him, that's what he is doing.
But he starts to like struggle and goes, "Yeah, I can still keep going. Ooh, that was stronger, but give me one more just to see how it goes."
Kai kind of nods. I could go for another,
Rolls a
maybe
dirty 20
several.
for this next one. So yeah, he takes this one. He's like, "All right, it's getting late, and we got a score to settle." I'm sounding more Texan and not as Johnny Bravo as I should.
Well, this is not exactly Johnny Bravo. It's a Quarrels of Quadruin Johnny Bravo. So
Yeah, but he's supposed to sound exactly the same. What? Why don't we say what we got here? It's time for. It sounds like Texan Owen Wilson, actually.
I mean, hey, you put up,
Wow.
I mean, you put up a lot better of a performance than I would have in the same circumstances.
Yeah, that's just because I'm insane. Okay, so now Barton is like, "Well, don't say I didn't warn you." And he takes out one ale bottle. It's a lot smaller, but with a skull on it.
Oh.
If it weren't for your particular circumstances, Kai, you would be rolling with disadvantage now. Of course, you are completely immune, so it means jack shit. So Samuel is just drinking himself into a corner.
Yep, pretty much.
And he rolls a natural 1.
Oh no.
Right on cue.
Oh god.
He takes one sip and crashes onto the floor.
Kai downs it like water.
Nora and Gatrin, you guys hear the crash from your room. And just a few minutes later, you hear some very undignified yelling as Lowry and Kai, you guys notice Fenston come down the stairs, half asleep, before seeing Samuel unconscious on the floor, and goes, "Samuel, I warned you not to do these sorts of competitions. You know how bad it reflects on us, and who were you against this time? Were you against the half-orc?"
I raise his hand.
No, you can speak later. I'm asking Samuel the question.
Samuel is in no fit state to respond to you.
Samuel just very quietly goes, "Daggers. Feel my pitch up. Oh, mommy, I want the lab door." No piano lessons. My feet turn to ducks. Fenston's like, all right. Who did it? Who challenged him to a competition?
That would be me you're looking for.
He looks at you and goes,
more specifically, he challenged me.
Looks at you for a second. You're a minor.
It's fine. He doesn't really get drunk, so it's fine.
But
it's a grey area.
Were you cheating just to make us look stupid? Bartender he goes like, "You know what? I feel confident doing this." Takes a full-on jug, fills it about halfway, and gives it to you.
Wait, with alcohol?
Yep.
With the strongest alcohol he has in his tavern.
Kyle take the drink out.
Nice.
And you don't feel anything.
I'll turn to Fenston. Would you be interested in taking me on?
Did you completely finish your jug, by the way?
Probably, yeah.
He goes, "You know what? Pour me a glass of that. I'm sure it's just made to scare people." So pours a glass. Fenston takes a swig. Instantly knocked out.
I
have with Fenston is that he cannot catch a break and does not deserve one.
Kai kind of grins at Lowry. I definitely owe Nora.
Wait, you cut out. You definitely what?
Oh, Nora, an apology.
Nora, an apology.
I don't entirely understand. Out of character, I don't understand what you're referring to.
He kept calling the stuff that Nora got for him water because he could get drunk from it.
Oh. Larry just kind of. I don't really know how she'd respond. She doesn't have much to say. She'd just be like, just kind of laugh, I guess.
By the way, I've got to ask: has there still been any static?
Nope.
No,
you've been clear.
Fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it must have been. Maybe it was just something in the surroundings.
Yeah, I don't know.
That are apparently starting to awaken to your flash powers.
But yeah.
So with that done, Kai.
I'll kind of
roll a Constitution saving throw.
1d20. What's my? I think this is +6. I'm not sure. That's 5.
Good.
12.
Unfortunately, the DC for this is pretty high, but so you don't get drunk. No, you are completely fine. In your head, you're fine. Stomach's a little full. Your bladder, on the other hand.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
You suddenly start feeling a little something in your bladder, and
I'll just run for the nearest bathroom.
yeah, you just make a beeline for it.
Also, what rooms are what's the like room setup? Does everyone get their own or?
I mean, Nora and I each found our own, I think.
Yeah.
And really, who wants to sleep with Quadruin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there is an option for twin beds if you wish for it, but I imagine you guys would prefer singles.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But yeah. Kai just goes up, runs up to his room as fast as he can.
Okay.
Um, and yeah,
And
I
you
guess.
guys go to sleep? Well, partially. No, you're able to sleep a little bit, but it takes a while for you to drop off because there's so much going on in your head.
We've got 8 days remain.
I'm just every time you say something like that, I'm just imagining like the sound from Majora's Mask.
Yeah, that's literally as soon as you said that, my brain just put up the black screen with the white text.
Yeah.
Yeah, dawn of the first day. 8 days remain.
Well, actually, it's like
Oh yeah, it should
it's
be
like
now.
the 15th day.
Hang on. Yeah, dawn of the first day. 192 hours remain.
Thank you for your accuracy.
So I get all of. So we've all long rested, right?
Yes.
Spell slots.
Everyone's at
Good.
full health.
I cannot be at at 2 HP.
After what happened, you guys do end up waking at about 10ish. Wake up pretty late after everything.
Yeah,
And so Gadrin, you're able to get up. Nor you wake up still a bit concerned. Kai, for someone who drunk so much alcohol, there is no sign of a hangover for you.
Damn, that's interesting. I wonder why.
How many different types of alcohol did you drink? Basically, were you mixing drinks? Is what I'm asking here.
Yes.
Oh my god, the absolute Uber chat doesn't even. Damn.
Oh yeah, the guy is just a full-on Sigma male.
Uh,
I can't believe I just said that.
yeah.
I just lost half my lifespan to that sentence.
Oh, I lost 3/4 of mine.
Yeah, you do realize that means you die tomorrow.
Well, you don't know how long. Maybe I was originally planning to. Maybe I was originally destined to live 180 years. All right. Shush.
So you
never
were an
thought
elf
of
this whole
that.
time?
Maybe.
Kai just So Kai would just go down and get some breakfast probably.
Yeah, Gadget's at the moment finishing a cup of coffee, having propped Tim up onto the counter to just face down into it. Yeah, like he.
So you guys wake up. Breakfast is ready to be served.
Yeah, Gadget will walk down to notice the two idiots unconscious on the floor. He'll leave Samuel where he is, but he'll prop Tim up onto the bar and just lean him over it.
Oh yeah, true. These guys.
Saying anything have you all cut out?
Yeah, I think we might have cut out for you.
Yeah, we're down for breakfast. I just propped Tim onto the counter from his escapade.
Can you still hear us?
Nine.
Hi, sorry, give me a second. I'm having issues.
Alright. Sometimes restarting in Discord helps.
No, I'm back. Sorry, it wasn't that kind of issue. It was a number of things. Basically, I'll explain later. I didn't hear what has just been said though.
Basically, Gadrin just propped Benson on the table.
Yeah, just like
okay.
Yeah,
I think
I humiliated him enough yesterday. He deserves to at least be in a standing position when he wakes up.
Not Samuel.
I think at
though.
this point,
Samuel's staying right there.
Yep.
at this point, Lowry probably will have come down by now. Because I imagine she was still in bed. She'll just kind of come down and go, "Oh, they're still there."
Good. Still there. What happened last night?
I don't know, but
You do know.
I mean,
you saw
clearly-
the whole thing.
well, yes, but I imagine that I imagine I wasn't there watching them all night. But but I mean, yeah, I don't know, but they clearly haven't gone to bed, so
Yeah.
because they were there or somewhere near that area when I headed off last night, so it's probably fine. They look happy enough in there. Are they sleeping? They're not dead, are they?
Can I make an inside check on Larry right now?
Yeah, no, you can hear Samuel snoring like a log. You know he's fine.
Kyle kind of give a laugh. Speaking of that, I think I owe you an apology, Noah. It wasn't your alcohol.
That's what I've been saying.
Gadget, I'm gonna. Can I make a check to see if Gadget it clicks for Gadget what happened?
Roll perception.
Wait, perception.
Just so you can like look around and see the clues.
Nope.
You still don't understand what the drink has to do with them just being knocked out.
Yeah, like it's to me, silly drink doesn't actually knock you out. So because I never gave it the time.
So,
Yeah.
can we see Gadron struggling to figure out what's going on here?
Yeah, he doesn't hide it very well.
Gadron, I think what happened is that they tried to outdrink Kai. I don't know what's going on with Kai, but he is unaffected by drinks. If you drink too much, that happens. And okay, I've pointed at the ones on the ground.
Gadget looks at them, looks at Kai, and just smacks him upside the head.
Understandable reaction.
Kai just kind of shrugs. Hey, I had fun doing it.
I'm sure you did. Gadget just takes a big swig of his coffee.
It wouldn't be fair if you got to have all the fun knocking them out.
I don't think Kai's entirely to blame here. They did choose to drink.
Well, it's not drinking that did this to them. It was their choice to try and take me on.
Check, please. Gadget and then looks at Larry. Oh, I don't think you were out, last night, but we got to talking to somebody, and well, you take it away, Noel.
Yes, there's someone that I recognize. Not fully. It's like when you see someone and you know their name, but you can't quite recall it. There's something about. Oh. You're incredibly familiar, and despite my best efforts, I cannot remember them. It kind of kept me up a bit last night, too.
You think that you might have known them from before you lost your memories?
To be frank, I'm certain of it.
Well, what? I feel like most of the people you would have known from your old life would either hate you or would be terrible people.
Or just kind of like looking at you
in the nicest way possible.
No, just kind of stay, just like.
I don't know about that. I think we can presume he had family and the like.
I'd like to think that before I was taken from with the Bladed Vipers, that I was relatively nice.
That's
But,
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Thanks for the vote of confidence there.
No, I genuinely, you are an amazing person. But I have the utmost respect for you. But we have little to no idea about your past life, other than the fact that you used to kill people.
Oh,
But
yes.
that's not your fault, and I assume
Gadget
that
hold the
you
hand
had very good
over Lowry's
reasons
mouth real
behind
quick.
doing
Shh,
it.
shh, shh, shh. Maybe don't
Uh,
relay that to everyone.
Nor'll start to say something and just stop a second. I guess I didn't even really think about the possibility of it being during that time.
Kyle grin at Lowry. We also know that he's terrible at building shelters from the rain. So that's another
Let's not. I seem to have a habit of digging myself into holes, and let's not. I filled that one up, but we left it behind. Let's not go
Okay.
and empty it again.
So before we push my situation any lower, we're going to a camp that's a little ways off. Long story short, Bladed
He-
Vipers, they ransacked this place. That was the camp they used and headed for, so we are checking there next for clues onto the location of where these people may have wound up, or if possibly something will help with me. So, once everyone's done eating, we'll be ready to go.
I'm ready to go whenever. I'll
yeah,
gather
Kai
everything.
also nods.
Yeah.
I'm also ready.
Gadget gives a big thumbs up.
Right, well, suppose now's as good a time as any. Let's go ahead and head out then.
All right,
Okay.
to the south.
So, you all.
Like to
So,
point out, I don't
would you
think we
guys,
have any
all
wagon
f-
for Barnaby, so Nor will obviously ride Barnaby there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Barnaby can kind of sense your tension, so he does give you a little nuzzle.
Kind of give him a bit of a pet, and all right,
And thus
Make
you
some good time.
ride. And the other three walk.
Yep, I'm happy to walk.
Yep.
all right, let's head out.
I am resisting the urge to pass a sarcastic comment about, oh wow, I'm so jealous that Nor's flying that. Oh, wait.
Just you're restraining yourself from it because you know he's in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Not a bad mood, just very tense.
Yeah.
Kai
Do
does
not,
care.
do not insult his precious horse when he's when he's feeling tense.
Only thing I have. I have you guys, but you know.
Yeah, but
The
you guys
horse-
can still get
the
into
horse doesn't
argument with
insult
these two. With the horse, it is like unconditional.
Right? At least Barnaby's never insulted the things I've made or
I feel like that's partially
questioned my
because he can't
past.
speak. Anyway, dude.
I like to think.
Yeah. So you guys are walking forward. The camp is about a day's travel away. So by the time you get there, it has already gone to late evening again. And as you approach, you see there is one banner that displays, well, sure enough, a banner depicting the insignia of the Bladed Vipers. But upon closer inspection, it looks tattered. There seem to be the edges of it seem to have it seems to have lost its edges, and there's a few holes in it.
It's frayed and tattered.
Mm-hmm.
Strange.
Yeah, have we been here before?
I like the way you think, but no.
Well, you guys haven't.
Mm.
That is true.
You guys. So as you walk forward, you do come across a camp, or at least what's left of one. There are dozens upon dozens of old tents and supplies, few weapons. There's insignias of the Bladed Vipers all over the place. There's one area right in the middle that seems to be made of a slightly sturdier wooden hut. All of it has either been shattered, pierced, or burnt.
Huh.
If there was a camp here before, it's gone now.
I assume a lot of it's like long done.
Yeah, this is something that happened a long time ago. The wood that hasn't burnt away is rotting.
Hmm.
Something. Can I do a check and see if, like, we have any idea what's going on?
Roll investigation.
I'm gonna try and
Sick.
I'm gonna try it too, just because Gatrin's like convinced that that whatever
Yeah.
he basically wants to know what this is that well I guess he doesn't know.
Just cuts off halfway through your sentence.
So,
I'm just finding my investigation.
Oh, I know what happened here.
Wait, did you say investigation?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, my investigation is +6.
Oh!
I've never seen such a massive contrast.
The duality of man.
My. This is the difference between a half orc and a half elf.
That's racist.
Maybe, but I can't be racist against a race that doesn't exist. Like the
Oh.
claws. Dirty money-grubbing claws. Claw me out of my money. Blew them right up for
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can be racist to elves because all elves are racist.
that's true.
I was just quoting Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Oh dear.
So, you
I've just seen Father.
so-
He's so...
yeah, that would be so nice. Part of me doesn't call me an idiot.
Were you gonna roll investigation, Nor?
I was gonna say I don't think there's much investigating that Nora's gonna do. It's more gonna be just kind of rummaging more than anything. If that would.
So you look.
Nor also could have noticed by now that Lowry has found everything there is to be found.
All right.
Yeah. Lowry, what do your elf eyes see?
I don't
But
know.
You've been around. Like being the daughter of a scientist, you are aware of certain pyrotechnics, so you can tell what fire can do to wood.
Mm.
And yeah, there's a lot of fire here. At least for the.
I don't think it takes a scientist to know what fire can do to wood.
Yes, there's fire with here.
I mean, it would take
There was a fire.
Okay, allow me to be more specific so that I can understand the difference between just getting it right and getting the natural 20, okay? Let the DM be the DM, please, children. So, you notice that the marks left over, there doesn't seem to be any of it near the ground. Or at least that didn't start straight from it. Because the most burnt areas end up splitting a lot of the planks in half from the lack of any support from the sheer weight And you do notice underneath a lot of these are several formerly bleeding and hacked off limbs.
Oh,
You can see quite a few corpses, many of whom have been practically mummified by the desert air. If that's how it works, I don't know. I don't know how decomposition works in a desert. Anyway, but they're not looking pretty.
so basically, so we don't know too much other than just the fact that it was burnt down and that
Um,
If
you, yes, unfortunately, any sort of evidence of, uh, so you do look around and you do eventually find what looks to be the main hut, shall we say,
Mhm.
and you notice two things. First of all, the hut itself hasn't fully collapsed, almost like there's something within that's holding it up. Second thing you notice, just outside, lying on the ground, is a silver necklace.
I might kind of stop everyone as we're walking past and just maybe go pick that up.
Yeah,
And at
Gadget
this
Gadget
point,
drops the rotten crossbow. He was staring at, confused as to how it was supposed to fire before. Yeah. Oh, did you find something?
yeah, this is well. First things first. This is the main. this is the main. This is the main hut as far as I can tell. Like, look at it. It's kind of obvious. Like, I obviously, I sorry. I'm just stating the obvious. You all know this, but what I'm wondering is how it's staying up when everything else is fine. And also I found it. Look, and I'll kind of grab the necklace and kind of hold it up in front of them all, just like this. I don't know. This isn't on a body or anything, and it doesn't look like it was just dropped. Like it. I don't know.
Kai kind of looks to. Did you not mention a necklace at some point?
I did. Do you mind if I see that?
Sure, and I'll kind of pass it over.
Yeah. I'll take it and kind of rub it clean, kind of give it a look over.
You notice it's a pretty general chain necklace. Very simple in design, nothing too ornate. It probably wouldn't fetch too much on if you sold it to a market or something. At the end of it is a little insignia in the shape of a wolf. And you can assume, at first you're thinking, well, this might be the necklace that she was asking for. So this could confirm that her son is either gone from here or possibly killed in whatever this attack was. But then something in your mind flashes.
Oh,
And you can feel a searing within your own mind. It is an almost unbearable throbbing pain as your vision goes white.
do we see nor react to this?
You see him clutch his head and keel over onto the sand.
All
I
right,
kind of Kai will just run to her side. Are you okay, no?
you all right? What's happening?
Nor, if you could join me in the secret chat, please.
Oh,
Alright.
oh. Do either I'm of you gonna two? I use know this. you don't, George, but have you played Undertale or Deltarune? So,
Yeah, I played. I got all the way to Muffet in Undertale, and then I watched a playthrough for the rest of it because at the time I could not figure out how to beat Muffet.
that's fair enough. I've never played Undertale, but I played a lot of Deltarune.
Yeah, I finished chapter 1 and yeah, with my brother supervising me, and I. you know that
It was-
you know that puzzle where you have to do the the card signs in the specific order, and then you get a key fragment.
Oh yeah.
I brute forced that before I even got to
Oh
the
my god, you
card
just
tower.
did every possible combination.
No, not every possible combination. I got like 5 in, and then I got it.
That's amazing.
My brother was very mad at me for it. I didn't wind up fighting Jevil though, because I never went back to.
Oh, I did Jevil and got like, I failed. I tried. I could only get like halfway through before I just eventually gave up because I was like, this is impossible. But did you know that Deltarune
I'm
Chapter 2 has
still-
come out today?
Yeah, I did see that. I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's free, so I've downloaded it, but I've not played it yet.
I'm still very surprised that the fact there are multiple endings in Undertale is considered like a massive spoiler. I mean, I've never played the game, so
No, it's
I don't know. But like,
It's-
if you
it's
were on
an
the
eight-
internet, if you were on the internet the year Undertale released, there was no avoiding that.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate
It was
part of
everywhere.
That's the
I think
unfortunate
it's
part
less
of
that
Fate
more
being
what
that
the
large.
endings are. Yeah, that's true.
Right, I see.
It's one of those things where where the most magical experience is when you have no experience with video games period, and then you play Undertale.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a similar thing to how I feel with Outer Wilds. I bought that for my sister for my birthday, and I just told her. All I told her was, "I can't tell you anything about this game, but it's the best game ever."
What kind of game is Outer Wilds, by the way?
It's an
Exploration.
it's like an archaeology exploration kind
Yeah,
of
so you're
thing.
just kind of, it's kind of discovering, kind of just exploring. It's like sci-fi, so it's like exploring different planets in like a solar system and discovering kind of their history and stuff like that.
So it doesn't sound
It's-
doesn't sound my speed. I prefer I
Yeah.
prefer the like cohesive start to finish story following.
Oh yeah, this is
This is the opposite
this
of
is
that.
the
That's fair.
antithesis of that. It's a story that you can read in any order.
I see. It's
Yeah,
kind
it
it's kind of
definitely would be
it's kind of a
your-
similar issue I have with most open world games where like I either get lost or I lose track of where the story is going.
Yeah, although that being said, Nye isn't normally a fan of open world games, and you loved Outer Wilds.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
It's like
But
someone it's like someone who hates turn based anime RPGs who actually enjoys Persona 5.
Pretty close to that, actually. Yeah, it's actually surprisingly close to that. Yeah. These guys are taking their time. I'm scared.
Yeah.
He's
We
having
just
dramatic
come back to
flashbacks.
Nor's just died.
He's had a heart attack and died. If only the rhythm bot weren't dead, we could play Coffin Dance
Oh
again.
damn! Can we petition Tom to bring Matt back here and take you in there? I wanna continue the alternate universe.
No.
Oh.
As your future DM, no.
You are not. You cannot leave us unattended for a second in Dark Forest, or we're starting the same thing.
Hey, don't worry about it. I don't have to move stuff downstairs. My house is all one.
That's
level.
true, and Tom no longer does either, considering he's now Brighton. Or not? Is it? No, it's not Brighton. Is it? It's Derby.
Something along those.
Yeah, I could also order him to drive to your house and smack you every time that you go off the rails.
Just casually take an hour drive.
Yep. That or order you to go to his house and let him smack
Holy
you.
shit! Yeah. Okay. I don't know why. I said Brighton. That's on like the opposite side of the country.
Yeah, to be fair, I still think that would only add like 4 hours to the journey.
Yeah. I mean, the UK. I'd say if you. I mean, it depends if you include Scotland or not. If you don't include Scotland, it's probably like 6 or 7 hours to drive from one end of the UK to the other. If you do
Um,
include
could-
Scotland, it's quite significantly more, though.
it's probably another. It's probably 8 or 9 if we're going from the top of Scotland. Yeah.
yeah,
I'd say more.
Really?
Contrast that
Yeah,
with Tex.
Scotland goes up very far from Edinburgh.
Contrast that with
Oh.
Texas, where at least at my grandparents' house, it takes you an hour to even exit a neighborhood.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Everything's bigger in Texas, even the commutes.
In even the commute. Oh, I'm trying to think because Texas is a lot bigger than our country, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Actually, well, I'm looking at it on a map, and they're actually fairly similar sized. It looks like,
Oh, neat.
yeah.
How interesting. One state is roughly equivalent in size to an island.
Yeah. Yeah, why does America have? Why do the states have like square borders? That's so boring.
Yeah, they have square borders because that was the only thing they could agree on. There aren't as many rivers as you think there are.
I see.
And even with the square borders, there were a lot of territorial disputes in the early days.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why did they all split into loads of different states? What was with that?
It was a holdover from the 13 colonies because the biggest reason that they split from the UK was because they felt unrepresented. So because they know how big the colonies then were, they opted to have each region have their own representatives as opposed to having one representative for the whole country. So that turned into individual state identities. Yeah, so you have extremely right wing tech. Oh,
My goodness, the move whiplash.
Right? We go from that to just suddenly political intrigue and states and
some sudden plot twist to
Yeah.
well, it turns out that the 13 colonies weren't feeling represented by the UK.
The cool. Yeah, it's this cool. We're just talking about this cool campaign called Real Life.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
got some really nice world building actually.
but I do think some of the I've heard of that. Apparently, some of the PCs were very hard to work with,
oh yeah.
that game's also got a lot of bugs.
and they and people can't decide who the real DM's supposed to be because they kept switching it over the years.
Yep. Yeah. Well, the way I see it, there is a consistent DM, but people ignore him. Anyway, D&D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
D&D. So Nor, you wake up, and everyone else is around around you. You still have the necklace in your hand.
Kind of clutching the necklace, Nor's just going to kind of fumble to his feet and kind of stumble up the tent.
And
Just kind of like-
as you were lying there in that position, it felt familiar to you.
I assume it's safe to say that all those dots are connected in his mind there.
Yep.
Mhm.
The lines are being drawn.
So Nora will kind of stumble out of the tent, just very much disoriented.
Yeah.
Before collapsing on the ground.
By the way, Laura, you have noticed that in that tent, well, you did notice that there's a treasure chest. Whether that's actually your primary concern right now or not is...
It's not, but it will be later when other things have been. When I've reassured that Nor isn't dying.
Yeah,
and is
he's
doing
waking
fine.
up, but he is...
Yeah, I'd say it's more of a jolt up and a quick disoriented stumble out the door
Yeah.
before collapsing on the ground and kind of just. Oh.
Hey, you're all right.
No, I watched it all. Oh. He's just kind of like very again disoriented, just looking around at the ruins, just all of it.
Your memories? What? Or what?
Here, It was me. I was here. This was me. Not this, but and he's kind of holds up the necklace. This.
Yeah, Gadrin.
You're gonna need to look, calm
What?
down. What? You, look, and I'll kind of get Nora and just kind of sit him down again. Just, we have no idea what you're saying. Look, just think it through, and
And it'll kind of present the necklace with the symbol. This. It was mine. It was me.
You were her son?
This is where it happened. This was the start. Oh, I watched it all burn.
as in you used to live here, or you
No,
burnt this place.
No, this is where they took us.
Gadget just slowly looks at Kai in horror.
I'm just gonna look to those who I assume have somewhat of a face of understanding here, and just kind of go.
Not particularly.
Because you seem, well, I mean, your response seemed like you were like, oh,
I have
that
kind of
means something.
an idea of what might be going on, but isn't sure by any means.
Yeah, Gadrin's figured out by now that based on the conversation of the woman wanting a necklace and Nora's specific reaction to this necklace, he recognizes the familial connection with the woman, and he's also realizing that this place was was Nora's equivalent of Gadrin watching his mother leap from the boat.
Do you two? Lowry
think-
does is just gonna. Do you two know what's going on?
Gadrin just gives a heavy exhale.
I
Okay.
think I have some ideas.
Well, Cadron, what?
Gadrin looks there. Okay, so the lady that we were talking to last night was had a son that was self-conscious about his had a son that he had a that we needed to find a necklace to see if we could still find him, and that's his necklace. He's her son, and this was where the bladed vipers took him, and where he got yanked away to whatever the Deceptors had in store for him.
Oh, right. And I'll just kind of very quickly and suddenly turn back to Nora. Are you? Is there anything we can do? Are you okay? Do you?
Just need a moment.
Yes, that's understandable. Look, just go back in there and sit down. We'll prepare ourselves to leave.
He's just kind of shaking his head like, ain't going back in there.
That also makes sense, actually. Yeah.
Here, I'll go in there. And Gadget just walks in.
That does.
You
Sure.
okay? You start to make your way in, and then you hear a rumbling, and the sound of wood being broken through.
I instinctively draw my swords.
Do we hear this too?
Does Kai hear this? Yeah.
Everyone roll perceptions checks for me.
Okay, so that's a no.
Hey, I rolled above a 10.
Okay, I rolled a 10, so it could be worse.
Yeah, everyone hears this. Gadgen, you were always on edge. Kai, you just about hear it. Nine, nor Lowry, nor sorry. You guys hear it?
Kai will kind of just
I think I've noticed
Almonds.
why I keep getting the name mixed up now, because the order is wrong. You're supposed to do a normal
That's
using
true.
it
Yeah. My name is in the wrong format. I
Yeah.
used to.
first. Put some goddamn
It
consistency.
also doesn't have
Hey,
KB
it's
on it.
fixed.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
name I must not.
Yeah, because we keep
Uh,
forgetting it.
I don't know why
God.
it's like that. Yeah, I fixed that now. There
Oh
you go.
God, I just realized when I change my name when Darkened Forest starts, my character name for that is 4 separate words.
Oh
You
dear.
might have to shorten it, like I did with Ray.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude, is
you
there
guys are
anything
looking
besides we
around,
hear it
wondering
for
where-
this?
Yeah, you all hear this sound. And
Kai
you hear-
casts Mage Armor on himself.
Okay. And ripping up through the rubble are 3 beings. Cool on the wild magic. 2 of them. Nor, you've seen these 2 in better shape. The 3 of you have never seen this. It has the bottom of it has a hide similar in texture and color to the T-Rex you fought way back in the Athenian forest. But it walks on 4 legs and has eyes on the side of its head. And the top of its back is covered in a bony plate. Its tail is a large round club with 2 spikes on each side jutting out.
I recognize this one IRL.
I do not.
Do you guys try to recognize it in game?
Yeah, Gadrin does. Like he wants to suss it out, and nature is a minus modifier.
My
Your
closest guess out of character is Torterra.
Not even close.
No.
So, question:
17.
Yes.
having the insight into this, can I kind of respond with a attempt to hide, since I am familiar with these?
You can try.
All right.
You can try. That's worrying.
Okay, good that you got a high modifier. So,
Mhm.
George, you read about these in similar chapter to the T-Rex you read about. These are ankylosaurs, large herbivore dinosaurs that defend themselves with a hard back and a club for a tail, basically.
Okay.
They're like dinosaur turtles.
Yeah, a little
Quick
bit.
question. How many of them are there?
There are 2.
Okay.
The 3rd individual comes out, and if the ankylosaur scared you before, nor this one will certainly horrify you. It's a very large man, bulky, muscular, wearing armor, and wearing the armor itself being absolutely covered in scorch marks. What were once his legs are now just burnt away bits of bone. Still functional, but there is no muscle there whatsoever. His skin, what remains of it, is grey and has sand embedded into it. His eyes are a sickly, pale green turquoise. He has a large bushy beard and long curly hair. And his main weapon of choice are 2 large gauntlets.
Oh God.
Now, you managed to successfully hide from the ankylosaurs, Nor. But this guy, he knows where you are.
It's the sharp breath when I see him, just like,
And he points towards your direction. and goes, if it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
Gadrin takes a threatening step closer. Oi! You really think a kid getting kidnapped is his fault?
He made himself known to us. If we knew who was interested in him, we would have shot him where he stood.
That sounds like a you problem. Yeah, and I clang my swords together threateningly.
It will be yours if you do not step out of the way. And you can hear the ankylosaurs slamming their tails into the sand.
Yeah, Gadrin just just tilts his head and just says, "Bring it, Ghost Man."
Anyone else have something to say?
Kai's just getting into his battle ready stance.
Mm.
How big is this tent?
Well, right now the tent itself was basically collapsed onto itself, so getting into it was
Okay.
complicated. So right now you're all outside.
Okay, and what's the distance between us and these guys?
The man is about 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
And the ankylosaurs are about 10 feet behind him diagonally.
And where is Nor?
Nor, I imagine, is like right behind you, hidden behind some debris.
Okay.
In a very panicked breathing. That nothing to say, just panic.
You are trying desperately to hide, but somehow you get the feeling that at least for this guy, it probably won't be very easy.
I think Lowry, rather than saying
is everyone just kind of in a standstill right now?
no, I think
now, right up
Wait, am I
until the
muted?
moment that I ask you all to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was gonna preempt the initiative order and just cast Fireball.
Hey!
That's not how combat works in D&D.
Okay, 15.
So,
Hey, nice.
And
15, 10, and 10.
Are we going with the higher modifier goes first?
Yep, exactly.
So it's Kai, me, Lowry, Nor.
Yep.
perfect.
Gatrin, I'm gonna have to. But what is your actual like dex score, by the way?
8.
Okay.
Gadrin does not detail work well.
Does Lowry have higher dexterity than Nor? By the way?
Yes.
You're a goddamn rogue.
Hey, different time, different place. I would like to think that Nor wouldn't have been a rogue. If he got to live the way he was going to live, he probably would have been a ranger with an animal companion. That's why he gets along with Barnaby. That was his destiny.
That's understandable.
So this is the actual part of your character arc. You take levels in Ranger instead.
Not too late to multi-class.
All of you
It's
to
only-
might
it's
have
only-
the stat.
It's only too late to viably multi-class.
Yeah, exactly. You can throw if you really do want to trace your dreams, and we'll be supportive of that.
I won't.
No, like I said, that would have been an alternate time.
Alternate time like Quarrels of Quadruin.
Yeah.
What if Nor hadn't been taken by the Deceptors?
I mean, if it weren't for all of your tragic backstories, let's be honest here. I think Lowry would be the only one who's actually the fitting class. Because let's face it, in real life, Kai would be a bard and Nor would be a rager.
Yes.
What about Gadrin?
Hmm. No,
Gadrin should be a barbarian.
No,
no,
he
he wouldn't. He'd be.
A humble captain.
He'd he'd still be a fighter, I think, but probably a different subclass.
yeah. As
More
a
of a champion.
Haven brawl.
That's a feat.
Yes.
so basically, if Dragok weren't such a jerk, Gadrin would have grown up to just be a gladiator as opposed to figuring out specific ways to take down his foes.
So you'd be more of a champion than a battle master. Okay.
Wait a minute, that's min-maxing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's giving me more opportunities to crit means I have more opportunities to use savage attacks.
No, it's only multi-maxing. It's only multi-maxing if you end up taking the barbarian's brutal critical into account.
Is
Then it's stupid.
is picking a viable class min-max?
I think min-maxing is defined as building to go in and try. Min-maxing isn't bad as long as you matched it with reason and roleplay.
I think it's also the kind of thing where it's the kind of thing you only want to be doing if like the whole party's doing it. You don't want to have one optimized tunnel fighter, whatever the completely bullshit fighter build is, and then the rest of the party just being like, sorry guys.
Anyway, combat.
Yeah. So. He will. So, immediately the Revenant will be looking at you. I need you to take need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Does you mean me or Nor?
You.
I assume.
You are the one right in his way.
So a wisdom save, you said.
Yes.
I did not succeed.
He looks at you, and you can feel a force. There's an ethereal force enter your body, and you just freeze.
Do we notice that this has happened?
Yeah, you can see that suddenly Gadrin is just tensed up, and you're trying to move, but you can't. You are currently.
I'm trying to think if I've seen this spell before.
Roll Arcana.
So Gadrin talked himself all big and then got frozen.
4.
You've never seen this spell before. As the Revenant he sees that, he is going to walk right past you.
Does that walk past any of the rest of us? He ends up near you, but he doesn't go past. He is right in front of you now, though. That's not the best for me.
No, it is not. As he walks past, he's just going to snap his fingers, and the green ankylosaur is just going to charge right at you. Okay, he's going to charge. Still, ankylosaur is going to charge right at you. Swing towards Gadrin, and because you're all paralyzed, he has advantage to hit you.
If it's lower than 18, it does not hit.
Luckily, at the very, very last second, you're able to just shake yourself out. You're able to just sort of ish jump out the way, but you are still paralyzed. But there's just this one little bit of muscle in you that just twitches in a way that you can just dodge out the way, and the Ankylosaur will just about miss. It rolled a 6 and a 7, and it does not have a high enough modifier to make up for that.
I would be worried if it did.
Yeah, especially for
He rolled a 2, so that's a 30 to hit.
At that point, what's the point of a dice?
You could roll a 20.
Jesus Christ. It's literally just to see if you get a critical hit or not.
Yeah.
That's how it feels some of the time when I fight.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Kai, your turn. He is right
Okay.
against you.
Yeah, which is bad. Well, I think Kai's just going to do what he actually doesn't do very well at all, and just attempt to strike at him with a dagger.
Okay, remind me, is this dagger...
It's magical.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't actually matter, it turns out,
Uh,
but just in
And,
case.
so I'm assuming I miss.
If you assume
Yes.
you do, you always do.
He just grabs your arm, and you can actually feel it squeeze. And he goes, pathetic. And
Okay,
he's not even looking at you. He is glaring straight at towards where.
Ain't nothing I can really do as a bonus action, so I think that
The
is
other
going to
Ankylosaur will
end.
also try and hit Gadgeon, and this time he's rolling a 22.
Huh, he hit me. What a shocker.
Actually, I forgot. Advantage. Never mind. He actually rolls a 25.
Does he hit? How much damage am I taking here?
I'm about to find out.
Rolls every d6 in a 6-mile radius.
Hang on, remind myself. I believe. Yes. It is true that because you are still paralyzed, this is an automatic critical hit.
I'd be worried if I wasn't Gadrin. So how much damage?
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
23?
33.
Oh.
So he lifts his head up and slams you down. Good news is you're not paralyzed, but you are frightened of the Revenant.
Well then, that's
Is anyone else frightened, or is it just
It's
Gadrin?
just Gadgeon.
Okay.
and it's my turn now.
Yeah, I guess just means you'll have to attack one of the others.
I think it's
what it
fair
is,
to say that
like Gadrin desperately wants to help. He wants to help Nor, but seeing how casually this Revenant just froze him and walked past him, he figures that he rationalized it in his mind as the other three can take him on. I'll focus on nullifying these very real threats right here.
You still end up trying to position yourself in a way that, so you can go around the Ankylosaurs, in order to go as far away from the Revenant as you can, but also it's tactical because that way the Ankylosaurs aren't even looking that way.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead. Which one are you going to attack first, green or grey?
Gray, because it actually hit me.
Understandable. This one is looking a lot more battered from whatever attack happened here before.
Question: do I have to roll a disadvantage because of the frightened status, or?
It said the
No.
fight status is you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is within line of sight.
Yeah, so if you position yourself just right, you should be okay.
Yeah, you can face away from him.
Because an Ankylosaurus is huge.
Okay. Good thing, because that's a good roll.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah. So in the spirit of drawing attention from from Nor, I'm gonna use an octahedron of dominance to draw its fire.
Okay. Yep.
For minimum
Ooh.
damage.
That's a shame.
I to be fair, I am still a bit shaky after what just
Oh
happened.
yeah. Yeah, you've
We've
never
not seen
experienced
anything
something
really frighten Gadron before.
Yeah, this is a new experience for everyone, not in a good way. You've never seen someone just shut Gadrin down and literally ignore him before.
Mm-hmm.
This guy means business. That
Oh,
also
yeah.
hits because it's the same.
Wait. Has it made the wisdom saving throw to avoid being taunted?
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't actually hear you say that.
Yeah, I forgot to say it, so I don't blame you.
What's the DC?
16.
It succeeds.
In light of that, I shall try again. Better.
Yeah. Okay. Let me calculate the damage. That time it failed.
Nice.
It starts backing away a bit and goes, oh, it taunted.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
Yeah.
it gets hauled and you knock out part of its jaw and it just.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck me, you big lummox.
With a very hard to do roar because most of its vocal cords have been seared away. And the ones that are left have been sealed together.
So I imagine it sounds very nightmarish.
You did it.
I did something wrong here. Hang on.
Yeah. You added a D.
I'm frightened in real life.
I mean, understandable. This is probably the. Yes, it hits.
Hooray. For another 11. Hit, and that'll be the end of my turn. It's not worth it to action surge right now, I don't think.
Okay. With that done, Lowry.
Okay.
So
I
he's on
think-
the other. He's a couple feet away from you, right next to Kai, currently holding him in his grasp.
I'm not grappled though, am I?
No, he's just holding the blade away.
Larry really wants to prioritize Nor here, but obviously cannot. So, I think she will cast Fair. I'm such a support character. There's very little I can do here. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere on the guy, ideally without also hitting Kai.
Okay, you have to angle yourself a bit weirdly, but
Well, it's
you
a
were able to
5-foot thing, so I just get him on the edge of the 5-foot.
Okay, so you take out one of your bottles, pour it into your hand, rub it firmly, and you've tested the exact range this many times before, and you just hold them out, and it heads right towards him, and it's a dexterity save, correct?
Yes. And the save is 14.
He rolled a 13.
Oh.
Failed.
Perfect.
Roll for damage.
Okay, that's just 2d6. 8, that's decent.
Yeah. For a level 1 spell, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, true, actually. And then, having done that, has he dropped Kai, or is he just putting up with it? Or dropped Kai's blade, anyway.
He lets go a little bit and shrinks away slightly,
I'm gonna kind of...
but it doesn't do much for lasting effect.
I'm gonna just shout to Frey. I know you can't do much right now, obviously, but just do what you can. And then she's gonna kind of try and use the last of her... I think it will be a bonus action to just try and run towards Nor and try and encourage him to join the fight. I don't know if
Oh,
I.
actually, I
Or
forgot, Gadrin. At the end of your turn, you need to roll another Wisdom save.
Okay. 15.
You're just barely able to shake off that fear, and as you realize that it's heading towards Nor, and you're thinking, you've got to protect your friend.
Oh boy.
So you are no longer frightened.
nice. That was pretty perfect timing.
Yep.
The other
So
problem right
besides
now is that
is
I have 2 ankylosaurs on me.
yes,
That is a bit of an issue.
Well,
that is
for other people, it might be an issue. I think Gadron will be all right. He's probably.
I mean, one of them
say
did
that.
just take more than half my health in the one crit, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it was 33 damage.
it's okay.
What?
Gadron doesn't die.
Yeah, that is true. Gadron can't die. So
That's what. Yeah.
yeah. But Nor doesn't
well,
have
he
that
can't as
luxury.
long as we. That is true.
Nor
And
was being.
Gadron doesn't either, despite what he thinks.
I just have
telling
additional steps to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Um.
Lowry, do you have anything to do for your bonus action?
Yes. So I'm trying to dash. I'm. Oh. Oh
Dashing
fuck.
is not a bonus action unless
No,
you.
I was going to use it to move towards Nor and try talk to him, but I wouldn't be able to do that and tell Frey to.
Well,
Frey
no,
would do at
you
most
still have
4
movement. You
damage.
still
So
have movement. You do still have
yeah.
movement.
Um.
And I thought, and
Thing is,
keep in
it's a
mind,
bonus action to talk to Frey, and I'd like to talk to
yeah.
Nor
And
and
to be
try and
fair,
encourage
that
him.
dashing isn't something you can do as a bonus action anyway.
No, yeah, no, it would just be the movement, but it's more. It would be I'd be using the bonus action to either talk to Nor or talk to Frey. I
Talking to
assume.
free action.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, then I'll. It's a bonus action when I'm saying it to Frey because they do things after that if
Yes,
I say that.
because it's
So I'll spend
actual
it on Frey.
bonus
Yeah,
action is your homunculus doing.
yeah. So I'll just kind of say I've already kind of said what I'll say to Frey, so that's sorted. I just kind of say do what you can. And then I'll kind of run as close as I can to Nor. Are they within 30 feet of me?
Yes. Well, if
Cool.
you were able to hit off the ankylosaurs.
Pardon?
Who's within 30 feet of you? The ankylosaur or the revenant?
Nor.
Oh no. Yes, just about.
Okay. I'm just gonna get to Nor and kind of how is he looking?
Well, scared out of his mind right now, and very much still with everything that happened in such a short span, is very visibly disoriented with what's going on. And
Okay. Shaking would not help here, so I think it's more
yeah, I
of a
don't
kind
think
of a
that.
just wake up. No, Larry's just gonna kind of grab his head a bit and just kind of turn it so he's looking at her and just kind of go maybe cover his ears a bit as she's grabbing his head and then just kind of mouth just like try calm down, and then give him a hug and just kind of like as tightly as possible just comfort him, just kind of like I I don't really know what else she could do other than that. And then it's Frey's turn. Frey can't do any proper damage, so they're just gonna try and bite bite the hand of the person holding well not holding but uh, dealing with Kai right now. That probably
Watching
doesn't
that
hit.
won't hit.
Oh, that's a +6 actually because it's
Oh,
I didn't add a modifier to that.
okay. In that case,
That's 14.
it hits.
Okay, now it's 1d4 damage. That's 4 damage. Nice.
Wait, doesn't that add your proficiency bonus too?
I don't think so. No, this isn't like a magic spell or anything. This is just biting. This is just nipping. So
Someone
I
said the proficiency bonus too is nipping before. I thought.
wait, I'll check because you might be right.
Yeah, just check the homunculus stat
Um,
block.
yes. second. Oh. The page I used to use for this has stopped existing.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've noticed that it hasn't actually been showing up in Google searches. I think I know what you mean.
yes, it doesn't exist anymore. I'll have to find it somewhere else.
Yeah, you might check Wikidot.
Hang on, I'll
Well,
see if I can help.
Wikidot's the one that doesn't exist anymore. Well, no, Wikidot exists, but just the page I want doesn't.
I got it. Create
I
homunculus. That might be it. Oh no, that's not it. That's not
Huh.
it.
I found homunculus servants in D&D Beyond.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
The
sick.
D&D 5e Wikidot is actually working still. It just is being very slow.
For me, like the Wikidot comes up, but like it just says, "Oh yeah, this article hasn't been written. You can make it if you want to." Wait, what am I doing? I have this on paper. I have the book this is from. Give me a second. Wait, do I? Alchemist.
It should be Eberron.
Oh
or
no, I'm
Tasha.
Tasha's Cauldron.
No,
I'll
no,
check
it should
this
be.
in
It should be in Tasha's. It should be in
I'll
Tasha's.
check.
And while you're doing that, I'm just gonna go to the toilet quickly.
Alrighty.
I got this book like Christmas, and I haven't opened it yet because I just have everything digitally. Artificer. Oh, Alchemist. Hell yeah. Okay. This looks promising. Um.
If I'm not mistaken, it should be under just your default artificer stuff for infusions.
Oh,
I found homunculus servant on D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah, that'll be it.
All right, I'll send the link in the characters section then.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have just found it in the book. Here we go. I didn't know. Damn, I didn't know I had this on paper. That's cool. Plus PB. Yeah, you're right. Okay, sick. So that's 10 damage then.
Nice.
That is a very solid set of rolls for Frey, who basically normally does very little. Well, melee wise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Thank you for pointing that out, because
You're welcome.
All right, I'm back.
Hello, back.
Back.
We just figured
I'm
out
just
that.
wait for just a sec. Be right back.
I feel like this entire thing of me keeping track of everything might be really good practice for when I DM Dark.
Yeah.
actually, yeah. It is the DM's job to point out the player's bullshit.
Funnily enough, I actually had a sort of alignment chart in mind of the different types of DMs.
It's a 1d4 plus 2 force.
Well, and then adds +1 for every time the proficiency bonus raises on Lowry. So a +6 to hit.
So increased by 1 when the proficiency bonus increased by 1. So it should be up by 1. Gone up by 1 then.
So it's +2 +1, which would be +3.
Okay, yeah. So it's literally just a proficiency bonus.
Yep.
Okay, so it would be a +3. It would. Hang on.
That would be 7 damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it wasn't the spell modifier; it was the proficiency bonus.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll talk about the D&D alignment chart after we're done. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's a little bite, but he doesn't seem to be too bothered.
Okay.
And it's gonna go. No, it's Nor's turn. So no, he can definitely see you.
So
Uh,
Larry coming over and kind of giving an embrace and some where discomfort. He just kind of breathing slows down a little bit, a little more steady, and he just quickly just kind of pops up out from behind the cover, pulling out his crossbow very shakily, and takes aim.
okay. Now, unfortunately, he knows you're there, so you don't have advantage
Yep.
against him. But if you hit, you will get sneak attack because Kai is right there.
Yep.
21.
That hits.
Hey.
21.
Damn it.
Oh dear.
Alright, so applying sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be that. Plus 18.
Okay.
Solid, if not impressive.
It pops up, takes the pop shot. Does he seem phased by it at all?
He kind of gets knocked back a little bit by the crossbow bolts, readjusts his head, and just growls.
Kind of in response to that, Nora will kind of fumble back and kind of begin semi-retreating, create a little more distance from him.
Okay.
Very important question. Death metal or black metal ground?
Um,
Yeah, that. Yeah,
Or
that.
alternatively, not at all scary, dry bones bone like rattle noise.
I imagine it's more that father-in-law you haven't seen in a few for very good reasons.
Yeah, I could say that.
let's just say a mix of all three, or all four, I suppose, because he's still very weak speaker, but you can see in his eyes there is so much fury. Before he leaves, one vengeful glare to Kai, just in case. Kai, could you make your wisdom save?
Yep. This can only go well.
Or it could go bad.
Hey! That's what I saying.
Indeed,
Oh, nice.
you
That's
don't back down.
Kai ain't afraid of no ghosts.
He is going to he does that briefly and then immediately makes his way towards Snore.
Wait, did Nor even use his cunning action when that happened?
I'm going to assume he used it to dash.
Did you, Matt?
Do what?
Your cunning action, bonus action.
Yeah, Nora's just kind of booking the very much shaken that what little reassurance there was quickly faded, meeting eye to eye with this thing.
Mm.
ah.
So yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't
Now,
work against
to be
dash, but
clear, it's not a straight line back though. It is kind of at the same time while he's running, there is that kind of click in his mind that's like he obviously is not interested in everyone else. It's just for me, draw it at least a little more away that way.
a little bit of strategy, a few of your instincts coming out.
Yeah.
Your training.
You're not so terrified as to be frozen anymore.
Yeah, at least got that out. I can move.
So he's going to try and walk towards you as well, which is going to provoke an opportunity attack from you, Kai.
Okay, I'll take that. That was a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, it's not going to be much damage, but every little helps. 7 damage.
You've done as much damage as a homunculus bite.
Honestly, for Kai, that's more impressive than you think.
Yeah, he is using his dagger.
Okay. But he's still just going to continue nonetheless, and he's going to end up next to Lowry. Meanwhile, back with the Ankylosaurs. First one's going to miss horribly. Well,
Hey.
his only attack's going to miss. Kai, on to you now.
Okay. So the guy's moved out of my range now, right?
Yes.
Okay. You have made a mistake, motherfucker.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh.
Okay, Kai is going to cast Chaos Bolt,
Mm-hmm.
and it is going to be, yeah, so Chaos Bolt upcast to level 2, twinned. Tides of Chaos Burn to give advantage on the one against against the guy.
Jeez, you're going all out on this guy.
Yeah, I don't like people trying to hurt my friends.
Oh.
So okay, first vault. That's a 20 to hit on the guy.
Yep.
It occurs to me this guy might not have that many armor class.
Yeah, that's true.
It isn't that much armor class, but God knows he make 5 for 8 in health.
It goes to the
Okay,
orcs on
13. So that's 13 fire damage to him, and it is going to jump to the more injured Ankylosaurus.
they're not within.
Okay.
I don't think.
Oh yeah,
What'd you say?
it has to be in range. It has to be in range of the guy, doesn't it?
Uh
It's not 30 feet.
oh, is it not within 30 feet?
No,
Well, check the. You might want to check the spell description.
The spell
How far?
descriptions. It does say a different creature of your choice within 30 feet. So is there no Ankylosaur within 30 feet of this guy?
No, he's moved twice. He's 60 feet away from them.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to.
He's only
Yeah,
next to Lowry.
okay. So in that case, I'm going to expend one more sorcery point, and I'm going to reroll the d8s.
Oh wow! Ooh, smart.
Yeah, this Kite's entire build is around manipulating dice rolls to suit the situation.
You have burned your
Okay, well, that's worse, but okay.
Well,
Oh
at
well.
least it doesn't lead to Lowry.
Yeah, it's not going to leave.
So
True, that could have been worse.
Yeah, and then the next attack is going to go to which of the Ankylosaurs is more injured?
The grey one.
definitely the grey one.
Okay, so this next attack is going to go towards that one then.
Yeah,
24 to hit.
that hits.
And I'm gonna spend another sorcery point to reroll the one the ones. So that's going to be 18 damage, and this is going to be. I'm gonna make this one poison.
What was the damage to the
So
Revenant?
just the damage to the Revenant was fire.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you made a very good choice with the Revenant. Not as good of a choice on the Ankylosaur.
Yeah. Does he resist poison?
He's immune.
Oh damn.
Because he's
Okay.
It just hits his shell and just kind of.
Okay.
He just completely ignores you.
Oh well.
It's a zombie Ankylosaur.
Yeah. Okay.
I was saying, oh, that's actually a really good score. He could be almost down. They said poison. I'm like,
Yeah. That's my bad. Oh well. I'll
Yeah,
yeah.
you're useless, Kevin.
Okay.
Hey, you can't control what the magic becomes.
Well, I could have made it lightning there.
No. You can't control what the magic.
Oh yeah. I can. That's right. I cannot control it. Okay, and then I'm just going to Okay, last roll, nothing. Nothing untoward happens. And I think bonus action, just because I like to have them, I'm going to convert one of my level 3 spell slots into 3 sorcery points. And then, yeah, that is going to be that is actually where am I kind of standing in comparison to both of them? To like well the 3 enemies.
Um, you're about 40 feet away from the ankylosaurs, and the Revenant just moved 30 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm satisfied with that.
Okay. And now it's the grey ankylosaur's turn. He is going to try and hit you, Gadron.
What do you roll?
Does a no? I know that a 10 does not hit.
Yeah, that wouldn't hit Lavery, so yeah.
Yeah, no. Nah.
And so I'd like to take this opportunity to punish it for its insolence.
Yeah, you're welcome for me not like damaging it, so I didn't take the kill and steal your glory, Gadron.
You
Hey,
won't get
That is actually what you meant to do.
You said it.
It has more than 18 HP left. That hits.
For 13 slashing. Yeah,
Okay.
Gadget just like seeing the tackle coming this time, sort of leaps up and brings the swords down onto its head as he comes back down.
Okay. Go ahead and attack again.
Yep. Yeah, it is my turn now.
Yes.
So these are my actual
wait.
attacks this turn.
Oh wait, did you use a Oh, that was your.
That was riposte.
Yeah. Never mind. But now you get to go.
Oh!
It's always...
Ooh.
All right, so that's I'm not gonna do any sort of empowering on this one. I want to save the last octahedron. Ooh, 22 slashing.
It's always on the killing blow that you get the critical hit.
I'm the executioner, I guess.
Yeah, goddamn, it's just like for such a friendly guy that you would not be how to place in Mortal Kombat. Just immediate finish him.
Yeah. Like I imagine it after the initial like go down and from their post, Gadron's going to bring his swords back up and behead this this first Ankylosaurus.
Okay, now under normal circumstances, it can possibly survive in a sense because it has to roll a certain Constitution saving throw, of which the DC is 5 plus the amount of damage it took.
Ah!
Maximum roll is 22, so it technically could have survived if it weren't for that +5 modifier. So yeah, you literally made it physically impossible for it to live.
Hey.
Crush its bones.
You just shatter it into a pile of rotting and half-burnt guts and bone.
Yeah.
Cool. Something that the other one sees, and it is in completely perfect health.
Yeah. Gadron sort of side eyes it and then continues his assault on that one.
Ooh. Is this an action surge?
I mean, I've only used my one attack.
Oh, right, true.
I think that hits.
Yes.
Think about it a little bit.
Tink.
Yeah, you're a little off balance from your absolute wreckage of the previous one.
Yeah, Gadron sort of takes a quick breath and then goes one more time. Does an 18 hit?
Certainly does.
No, it uses its legendary resistance.
That's not how this works. Yeah,
Not a spell.
got a much meatier hit in this time. That's play.
Yep, that's a 12. At 12, okay. So
You know what? Action surge.
a
21.
that hits.
Say the line, Gandrin.
And you know what? Just to rub it in this thing's face, I'm going to make a spooky attack. Oh,
Ooh, that's okay. So
16 will save.
okay, let's just calculate the damage first. Okay, and does it succeed? It does. It rolls. The total number is a 17.
Just about. So like it's all what happened, and it kind of went all through all 5 stages of grief in the time that it took me to hit it that time.
I'm questioning if it's worth burning both my reaction and some sorcery points to make it fail.
No, don't. It's fine. It's a zombie. It's not supposed to be scared of me.
I think you'll find
No,
you've got a
it's
much bigger enemy than right to
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there's something more.
Pressing.
Okay. That is another 15.
Okay.
Yeah, like you could kind of get that meaty hit in.
This one is still standing though.
I do have one more attack left in me.
Go ahead.
12.
That's unfortunately gonna. You have a surprising habit of doing so impressive, immediately followed by disappointment.
I think what it is that Gadrid rained it down on. That got that meaty hit and undercompensated for how much the Ankylosaurus would reel.
Yeah, that holds up.
And that's the end of my turn. I'm not risking an opportunity attack from this thing, and I want to keep it away from Nor.
That is a wise decision. Lowry, your
Okay.
turn.
So, Lowry, having vaguely helped Nor, will kind of get up and do her own attacks. She is going to cast what is she going to do? She's going to charge up to the man. This is probably actually no. I'm going to use a light crossbow. So on the man. On the eight.
Wait, what?
On the Revenant, you mean?
Yeah,
That hits.
sick. And that is 1d8 plus 5.
Nice.
Then after doing that, she will tell Frey to use Acid Arrow as per usual. Oh,
Unfortunately, it does not. It just
so
gets
that's 2d4, 5.
That's a very binary roll.
Yeah, literally, this is an actual min max. Not just like Frey, it's actually minimum and maximum.
perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Except in this case, I'd rather it wasn't. I'd rather
Yeah,
it was
no.
just 2 very good rolls.
Yeah, if you put those two numbers on like a scale, it would not be balanced at all.
Nope.
Okay. And then after doing this, she's gonna kind of go. She's just gonna kind of shout towards Nor, just like, "Nor, you're safe. You're with us. We've beaten worse than this. Just try and keep a level head. Just if you're struggling, just glance over at us, and see how we're doing. If we can do this, then you can definitely do this. And I'm going to end my turn there.
All right.
So that means it's Nora's turn, right?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, about how far is the Revenant now?
So you have. Did you use your action to? Did you use bonus actions to dash?
I
No,
don't think I used it
no.
at all.
Okay. So you're 30 feet. Lowry is right next to it.
So rather than away, I'll try and like circle, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Less distance, more nuisance, I guess.
Yeah, understandable. So you're keeping around the same distance as before, but you're going around.
Yeah, to make it to where it's like he's much more going directly away from everyone else.
Yeah.
And then I'll take another shaky shot here.
You say shaky, but they're regularly rolling above 20.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
All right.
Roll for damage. And Lowry is there, so it's still a sneak attack. Wait, no, hang on. You attacked him with your light crossbow, didn't you?
My hand crossbow, yes.
No, I mean, Lowry.
Yes.
If you were
Oh,
right
but he
next
was
to him,
right
wouldn't
next.
that have imposed disadvantage, though?
Yeah, actually, it would have.
I think the rapier would have been the better option.
I was gonna say I don't think Lowry was right next to him because
I don't-
Lowry was by
What I said is what I said that I was going to
Yeah,
charge
but
up to hit.
he
I
walked
said
right up to where you used to be, you know.
I
He's making
was
two,
going to say
like,
because I said that I charge up to him, then changed my mind. So I thought you'd misunderstood me there. But was he
he was already
next to me
there.
already?
He just walked up to you by that point.
Ah.
Because it's telling you walked up to you. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
I think I.
roll again, just in case.
Yeah. Wait, me.
Yeah.
1d20 plus. What was it? Plus 8. Okay.
Still
But
hits.
yeah, basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
probably
you
would
basically
have.
just took out your
I
crossbow
didn't
and just
want
tried to shoot him
to-
right through the
Yeah,
from
I
the
think
bottom of his mouth.
we'll
He just
just say
looks
that
at
it
you.
was like the first thing I had to hand in the panic that was, oh my god, there's this guy
He's
next to
here. Almost.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, roll for damage.
So now I get the sneak attack as well, right?
Yes.
22.
Ooh.
Ooh.
At this point, the breathing's getting more and more stable as it goes. And that's it.
No cunning action?
I mean, to be fair, hiding didn't work.
What options do you have for cunning action?
It's dash, disengage,
Dash.
and hide.
Hide.
Oh, okay.
Unlike a very large misconception that happened in one of my groups for about 3 years, dodge is not an option. Spent so long thinking that you could dodge. As a cunning action.
Yeah, that sounds even more broken than rogues already are.
Oh yeah, it was so broken. It was hilariously busted.
All right, so that'll be it. There's not much point in dashing because, like I said, he's keeping the distance that is currently between him and just rotating out to draw the attention more directly away. So the dash wouldn't really do anything for me here.
Okay, so you're just gonna sit around a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means it is back up to his turn. And he's going to use his Vengeful Glare. This time on you, Nor. He is sick of you running away.
All right, what kind
I
of
feel
save is
like-
it?
Wisdom save.
It is a wisdom save.
I feel like this is another of those moments where it's just, you took everything from me. I don't even know who I
Oh,
am.
You
oh, the
are
fear overwhelms.
paralyzed. You are paralyzed. He's going to start walking towards you, provoking opportunity attack from Lowry, if you desire.
Yes, definitely. I'll use a rapier. What rough that now? But nope.
Unfortunately, you just end up. He just knocks it away with his large gauntlet, and continues walking towards you, towards Nor, and walks right up to him. Unfortunately, he's used the previous action, so he can't do anything. But you can sense the hatred in those cold, dead eyes. Ankylosaur's turn.
What do it do?
It do be rolling a 17.
You do.
Yeah, I blocked it because I am awesome.
Oh yeah, you got full plate.
Hey, look on the bright side, Tom. I don't have shield.
Yeah, true. If you had a shield, yeah, but you could have had a shield if you didn't choose 2-weapon fighting.
I happen to like 2-weapon fighting, and yeah, to be clear, I was making a very pointed remark towards George here.
I mean, I can't make that remark anymore because I just did the exact same thing to him yesterday.
Yes. I don't mind that. That was an epic moment.
Honestly, I think your moment was pretty epic, so I'm not gonna. Like, the worst thing that happened is that you end up reaching level 3 maybe just a little bit too early, but level 2 is not that big anyway.
Yeah. It's not a like campaign destroying milestone to speed run through.
Yeah, no.
I think it's Kai's turn now, isn't it?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's incite the will of the dice here. I'm gonna cast another Chaos Bolt towards Big Man.
We're gonna. Are we gonna see another explosion?
15 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So this was another level 2 one, by the way.
Okay.
That's 12. Actually, yes. Okay, I'm empowering that. Rerolling the ones.
Jumps to north.
If I can't do anything if this jumps. Okay, it doesn't. So that's a 15 damage, and I'm going to deal. Where's Chaos Bolt?
Yeah.
15 cold damage.
Okay.
Nothing, no like super fancy stuff this time.
That's fine.
And however, I am casting a spell after I cast Chaos Bolt.
As it turns out, the whole no super fancy stuff, bullshit. We're about to be seeing some very fancy stuff.
Well, that depends on the will of the dice.
Yep, go ahead, roll that D100.
Okay.
Please don't explode. We've had enough explosions in our lifetime, I think.
That's a 24.
Your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue.
Wait, oh no! This
Smurf
is irreversible.
So, you know that scene in the first Thor movie when Loki is using the Casket of Winters, and while he does that, his skin gradually turns blue? Yeah, that.
Wait, this is a reversal.
This is irreversible.
A remove curse spell can end this effect.
Yes, but I don't have a curse spell to
Hey,
hand
you
as
know-
it happens.
If we survive this, Nor's pretty good at covering stuff up. Yeah, I might be able to help you.
That's true.
No, you're good at covering up your own skin.
Hey, I was decent at covering up everyone else's.
Yeah,
be
Gadget
fair,
would beg
yeah,
to differ.
be fair.
Okay, well, that's like trying to get a marble through like a pinhole. Like that's not possible.
I do have a very distinctive silhouette.
Okay.
Yes, so
Quadruin.
So
Quadruin, go
yeah,
ahead.
everyone else just sees Kai literally change color.
well, I'm currently focused on my own problems at the moment.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you can't believe, but no one notices because they're all too busy of the half-dead guy currently trying
Yep.
to turn your friend into a full-dead guy.
Speaking of half dead guys, I'm going to try to try to full dead guy this Ankylosaurus that's in front of me because it's my turn now, I guess. 15.
Hits.
All right. I have no marked agents of dominance right now, so. Yeah, that.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that again.
Let's try that again.
Is that a reference to
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph?
No, that's Daffy
Looney
Duck.
Tunes.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I can't take Daffy Duck seriously anymore.
Why? I think I know the answer. Why?
I think you might already know. I will send you a link to why. It's
Is
literally
it something
15
to do with
seconds
him
long.
wearing a hoodie?
You already know.
I
Yeah.
am
Here you go.
Where is this being posted?
I just sent it
He DM'd
directly.
it. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'll send it to you too.
I'm mildly curious, but not curious enough to want to know.
Yeah, that's about
Oh.
right.
Oh my god! Wait, is this a mod?
No, it's just a meme someone made.
No, no. I mean, is it a mod for Parappa
No,
the
that's what I'm
Rapper?
saying. The entire thing is just a meme someone made.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Okay,
that's amazing. I wish
okay.
it was real though.
You don't have any more attacks?
I do, in fact, have one more attack. Which I'm pretty sure hits.
Should they? Yes.
Goodness. I'm just chipping away at this thing, aren't I?
Slowly but surely.
I gotta stop watching that. That's gonna take me out of the mood here. The
Does
tone of
not
the game
quite
will.
fit the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
I gotta get away from the video because it's giving me a tone shift from the seriousness. Okay, we're good. I'm back.
What happened, Tom?
Give me a second. It is extremely weak, but it is still standing.
Why can't you be like normal dinosaurs and just die?
Which is Ankylosaur for, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, that's extremely offensive.
Oh dear.
And technically, they did die once.
Lowry.
Okay. Lowry is going to at this point pull out the rapier again. And
Keep in mind, it's moved away from you now.
I'm gonna go for a charge.
Okay.
Actually, am I? Because it's lower damage and it puts me in danger. No, I'm not actually. There's no reason. Crossbow.
It hits.
So, that is not correct.
1d28.
1d28. Like, we appreciate you rolled a 4 on a d28, though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, there's again.
Same thing. Sure, we'll go with it. Guess I'm destined to roll a 4.
It's already been foreseen.
Oh.
I see what you did there, and I wish I hadn't. Yes, and then Larry is going to tell Frey to use acid arrow on. So that's on the guy,
Okay.
and then Larry's going to use acid arrow on one of the dinosaurs. Either.
Mhm.
16.
Yeah, there's only one dinosaur left. The other one died a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let me just
Yep.
see if...
Oh, so this doesn't work like Control
Oh,
Resurrection.
it is still standing. It is still just
Boy.
about standing.
Goodness, this thing doesn't know how to die.
Its skin is melting off. You can see its basic, its face is just a skeleton now,
Ooh.
but it is standing strong. Kai, not Kai. Nor, he's right
Alright.
up to you, but you are paralyzed and cannot do anything.
Alright.
No saving throw. All you can really do
Is
is
watch
as
and
he-
tear.
He's
Wait.
gonna raise his gauntlet, clench his hands into a fist. And I'm going to assume a 26 hits.
Just barely. That's 10 more than my AC.
Only 10.
Okay. And it's an auto crit, so
Boy.
you take 45 points of damage.
Ow.
I mean, needless to say, that's
Instantly down.
13 more than my max, so I am down.
Yeah.
When you're
So
on
you
the
can't
max.
use Uncanny Dodge while you're paralyzed?
Oh, no, I don't think I can because that would.
Just check.
But you're paralyzed.
Let's see. Because Uncanny Dodge is a reaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can't.
Yeah, and it requires a reaction, so it's unusable while paralyzed.
Gotcha.
Incapacitated. Okay.
Worth a shot.
And the worst part is, it has a second attack. It wants you dead.
I mean, I don't even think it needs to roll. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit.
No. Why'd it have to frighten me? Ah!
Yeah,
Is
it
it
rolled
stupid?
it rolled a natural 20.
Ah.
I think that's an
no.
auto. I think that's an auto 2 failed death saves. So as you're down, it just smashes you, cracking several ribs.
I am so thankful that that he goes after Lowry.
Right, okay then.
That's a good point. But still, you have 2 automatically failed death saves from that.
Yep, I've marked them.
Okay.
I will start my in general.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. I don't want you to die, but this guy does. So
That's the DM struggle.
yeah, that good old DM dilemma. Anyway, back to funky dinosaur time.
Back to
He
funky
misses.
dinosaur time.
Well, if it means anything to you, you're not paralyzed anymore.
Oh, thank shoo!
Well, not in the mechanical sense. in
Yeah,
terms
I was
of,
about to say with these hits, it's a bit too soon to tell.
So what's the dinosaur doing?
Dinosaur is missing you.
Good.
You know, at the moment, I'm also quite thankful that Tom has not yet adopted my new death save system.
Right, that would be-
I feel like you guys are closely paying attention. I mean, you're well aware that he's in danger because you
Yeah.
literally just saw him. He was unconscious and then
I
punched
suppose,
you.
yeah, in this particular situation, the new death save system would make a difference.
Yeah.
I imagine the punches probably came fast enough that I didn't get a chance to go unconscious before the second.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
But eef.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The auto crit combined with a certain mechanic of his that makes it particularly brutal.
Hmm.
You may notice it was significantly more than what Gadrin received from the Ankylosaur as well. I'll explain it after the fight. I'll explain it after the
Okay.
session.
I think I got an idea.
Hi, you'll go.
Okay. How could you give me a rundown of how kind of damaged everyone's looking at the minute?
Well, Lowry should be about fine.
Yeah, I'm
Gadrin's
not
still
taking
fairly
any.
weak.
I'm only about halfway gone.
Yeah, which by your standards is still pretty weak.
You know
Yeah.
what? Fair.
Yeah, I'm
You're
thinking
well aware of
more. What about the enemies?
Uh, the green zombie Ankylosaur is just barely standing, but it is standing.
Okay. And the
And
big
the other
man?
guy, you can see that some of his skin has actually grown back.
Oh.
You might want to do something.
Yeah, okay. I'm doing it again with a bigger spell slot.
You just start
Okay.
casting.
Don't let it
Level.
bounce.
God.
If I'm going to do everything my dice can to prevent that from happening.
To be fair, he could choose. He can just make it hit Lowry.
That is true, yeah.
Is Larry in
Which is
range?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 30 feet away.
So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna burn a level 3 spell slot, 3 sorcery points spent to twin it, and I am going to use my just now regained Tides of Chaos
Oh boy.
in order to gain an extra in order to gain advantage on this one.
Okay.
On the one against the man, that
Yeah.
is. Okay.
It's the Revenant.
That's a 28 against the man.
Ooh, so close.
Yeah, no crit though, sadly.
I wish it was a crit. This thing needs to die.
He
Again.
does, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, believe I will okay.
Oh.
That's 22 damage at him. I'm not going to get greedy and reroll the twos.
Okay.
So that's 22 damage, and it's kind of signature one. I have to go for it. Thunder damage.
You can feel just a sonic explosion behind him. And yeah, he is low. He
Okay.
turns around and slowly looks at you.
Okay. And
You might want to roll that d20 just to see.
I've got the other twinned one going at the ankylosaur.
Okay.
Um, that's a 28 to hit the ankylosaur. That is going to be 17 damage for the ankylosaur. And we're going to go for psychic damage for this one.
Good choice.
Yeah. So yeah, just kind of a wave of kind of energy just strikes directly for its mind.
Yeah.
Is it still up?
Left, and what little brain it had left explodes.
Yep.
And it doesn't
Okay.
go out the skull, but you can see bits of it go through its eye holes.
Okay.
And it finally collapses. At long last.
Yeesh. Hate that thing.
And yeah, then I'll just growl at the guy. You picked the wrong band of adventurers to mess with, bastard.
Roll your d20.
Oh yes. Too close.
You almost exploded.
Yeah, you would have
Potentially
literally just.
exploded.
Yeah, you could have literally just killed Nor right there.
Plant potted.
You mess with the wrong band of adventurers.
Needs to die.
Oh god. Okay.
I still have the plant pot by my desk for the day Kai turns into a plant pot, so I can turn on pot Kai cam.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh, jeez.
Although it's my turn now.
Yes.
I am making a straight beeline towards this revenant.
Okay,
I'll need to dash to get to him, right?
Yes.
I have been doing a wide circle.
Unfortunately,
I don't
you
know-
only managed to make about a 90-degree difference, so it is still
Dang.
going to be 60 feet. But you do have one bonus action to use,
Which it would.
which will be your offhand attack.
Unfortunate thing is, I'm out of goading attacks.
No, that's true, but any little bit helps.
Just debating whether or not to second wind or. You know what? No. Gadrin wouldn't be focusing on himself in this situation. 21.
That hits.
That's an 11 slashing with a magical sword, just like dashing in and bashing him upside the face. Get away from him!
You knock him down. For a brief moment, he seems down. But there's something about him that looks like he's going to come back up. You need to do something to keep him down.
I can't do anything else. I
Yeah,
have to end my turn.
unfortunately, you are out of that option.
Does that mean it's
Lowry.
my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna just. Yeah, this is very urgent. I will kind of. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere just over the entirety of.
Nor needs healing.
Oh, sorry. I misread. I've not been paying attention, and I just heard you say that something needed to be done to keep him down.
I was talking
And I
about
thought
that,
you
but
meant.
I was thinking. To be honest, I kind of forgot as well.
How dare you?
Well, yeah. The thing is,
Exactly.
I just think that the dude on 2 failed death saves is more
Is
pressing.
more important. Yes, true. That is correct. Okay, I'll healing word on him. Good point.
Bonus action healing word. Okay.
Is that a bonus action? Oh, sick. So I can
Yeah.
still do another spell as well.
No.
You
can
can't
do
do
an
you can't
attack.
do 2. You can do a cantrip, but I don't believe 2 level spells.
Actually, no. I think cantrips only works for certain sorcerers. It's one
Yeah,
spell,
maybe.
one melee
Right.
attack.
Can-
Can you cast a
Okay.
cantrip? on the spell?
Also, I don't have. This is a slightly different thing, Greg, because this is just stuff that I get as
Oh, I see.
part
Yeah,
of my artificer stuff.
that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I'll just healing word on him. So that is 1d4 plus 6. There we go.
Wait, was it 1d4 plus 6 or 1d6 plus 4?
Oh, correct. You can tell I've had a long day. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just
can
got
have that.
away for a 9.5
Okay.
hour work.
No,
shift
you have
before
10
I
HP. You're back on that. You are standing. Just
Sick.
barely. You can literally, as you you can hear the ribs inside him crack as they form back into place. It's gruesome.
Ooh, that would hurt.
I'll kind of. So Larry will just kind of go. It's nice to have you back, and then just kind of run over, and I can still do an attack. So on this man, dinosaur.
No, it's the man.
Man.
I killed the dinosaur.
Oh, the other one. Okay.
Who killed the dinosaurs? Kai.
I caused the extinction of the dinosaur.
I mean, when Kai gets level 20, yeah, when Kai gets to level 20, he'll get me to small.
That's a terrifying thought.
Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on killing this revenant.
No, we must kill Kai. He's too dangerous to be left alive.
Kai is going to cause the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, so I will just use a sword on them because I can't use a spell. I assume I don't need to roll to hit, do I? I will. Oh no, I do because they still have armor, like class. That was meant to be +6, but +5 even, but that's still.
Tom?
So that would be 17.
17.
Yes, it is +5,
Okay.
not plus.
17, that's enough.
Oh
to hit.
no, I didn't even. Yeah, that would
mean,
actually be 21, but yeah.
Yeah, that's enough to hit. Just a flat 16 is already enough to hit.
Cool. +5. That's 8 damage to the dead guy.
Yep. You're able to do you do that damage. Nor your turn.
Oh, is the thing currently on the ground?
He is currently lying down, seemingly dead.
Seemingly, I suggest we burn the body or do something to like completely eviscerate it.
Alright, question here. Since he's down on the ground, is it an auto crit? If I do hit?
It's. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Alright. I'm slowly staggering to my feet, pull out a short sword, and can I try to decapitate it?
You can try, but it's gonna be hard.
Okay, so I gotta think what all is in my favor here. Everyone's around it.
Yep.
He's on the ground. Do I have advantage here, or is it just straight up a one?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Alright. I don't think a dagger or a rapier would really help me out here, so I'll just use my short sword. Alright.
Hits.
Alright. And since everyone's around, I can apply sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think it's consciously aware of you attacking, considering it's
Yeah.
supposed to be dead.
Let's see. And since it's down, it's an auto crit. That's going to be plus 40.
Cut its head clean off.
Sick.
As its hand reaches towards its almost rolling away head, slams it back on, and you can hear the sickening squelch as the skin fuses it back as it regains 10 HP and slowly stands up, using half its movement. So you all wish to die by my hand? So be it. Turns towards Nor again. The first one is a 13.
Miss.
As it turns out, getting its head, getting its head on didn't do the best effect because it rolled a natural 1.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna roll very quickly. I need to find my centaur dice here. Sorry, it's taking a while.
You're fine.
No, I'm not. I'm a terrible DM because it's too slow.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm the DM
I
now.
can't. I can't look. No, you're the DM in a couple of weeks. Be patient.
Uh,
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I was actually in the last Paracosm session. At some point, I was actually asking Matt if he knew what paladin abilities were because I couldn't remember the abilities of the character I had made.
Oh dear.
Okay, Larry. In the space of that, you've suddenly changed your profile picture. What the hell?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the art that Hazel Strange made, isn't it?
Yeah, our friend group before they all left to uni, we got an artist to do to commission. We basically just commissioned them to draw everyone in our friend group in this weird
Yeah.
like squishy style.
I wanna find my one because my one's amazing.
Your one is the only one with a body.
Yes,
The rest of us are just heads.
because I apparently the fact I do finger guns in every photo is an integral enough part of my personality to be kept.
Each of the attackers' attacks do 1d6 less damage for the next 1d4 rounds.
thank goodness.
Hooray!
So it suddenly became significantly worse. Clearly, that decapitation disoriented him, but he is not dead. Okay, so it's going to be the next 3 rounds. He will do 1d6 less damage. So you can see that him missing has blunted his gauntlets a bit. Him, it is... Well, the Ankylosaur is dead, so I can get rid of him. Kai, you're up.
Okay. Um. Okay, I think I don't really want to incur the wrath of the. I don't really want to incur the wrath of the D100 again. So Tom, that doesn't activate if I cast a cantrip, right?
No.
Okay.
For this campaign,
So
no.
yeah, I am just going to hit this guy with an acid splash in that case. So he needs to make a dex save.
He rolls a 22.
That succeeds. So okay, no damage.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that is my whole turn.
Okay.
It's my turn then.
Yep.
Yep.
So, this being my first time being face to face with this guy, I'm going to pay him back for that freezing earlier. That's 9 slashing.
Yep.
And you said he had plus 10 HP, so he's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Frick.
So that, an 88, it's just a miss, don't worry.
Okay, good. Let's try that again with feeling. Yeah.
That'll hit.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
He's
it's like-
down.
Yep.
He's still not out. Every time you think he's down, he's just... All the wounds you do keep slowly healing up.
We gotta, come on, we gotta put him down, burn him or something.
I think fire is a good plan here.
I can do something about that.
Lowry?
I will. I'll use not fireball.
God, I hope
Flaming
not.
sphere. Flaming sphere. Slightly different.
How how does Flaming Sphere work again? Remind me.
So it is a 5 foot. I don't know if it's radius or. Um, Give me a sec. I'll check if it's radius or diameter. There. 5 foot diameter, so slightly smaller. Half the
Okay.
size, in fact. A sphere of fire. If you go inside it, you take 2d6 fire damage.
All right.
So I'm just gonna kind of form it around him and just leave it there for quite a while.
Yeah, and as you do that, you can finally hear his death rattle screams of agony. And you can see his eyes glowing with hatred as he looks towards Yunor one last time. Before finally, moving on to the next life. In hell, where he belongs. You notice there's a treasure chest in that tent where you were going before, Gadron.
Hmm.
The current slammings from the Ankylosaurus have made it more obvious now.
Oh, I wonder if that been there. And then, yeah, you just trying to act like it's a normal thing that's happened to kind of try to put Nora at ease.
I did not see that either.
I noticed it just wasn't really high in my list of priorities.
Yeah, guy's just gonna walk over to the treasure chest and try to open it.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
$12.
It bites you.
No.
I'm kidding.
Half of me wishes you words because that would just be hilarious. But
It would be very funny.
I know, but there are certain times when we can do this sort of comedy.
It also means that Kai's mocking of Larian gets to live for another day.
so does a 12 open it or is it kind of firm?
So you do open the chest and you find a few items. It's mainly sorts of clothes. There's a rather fancy looking belt. On this belt, you do see a certain symbol. An eagle perched on a shield.
Do I recognize this symbol?
Roll a religion check.
Why am I so good at these?
Well, because this is the god you know quite a bit about. This is Fudan, the dwarf god of war and storms.
Huh.
What are you going to what you're aware that because it has its holy symbol, it could have something useful. What do you do with it?
When you say it could have something useful,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any like pouches attached to it, do I?
No, it's just like a belt you put on your trousers, sort of thing.
Yeah, Gadget, recognizing the symbol, has a brief moment of thought, looks at Kai's robe of useful things, and just on a whim, puts the belt around his waist.
Okay.
The belt bites you.
Consider that.
Here lies Gadget, killed by a belt.
Okay. Now, it doesn't do anything. You put it on right there and then. It doesn't do anything immediately.
Yeah, Gadget looks at it on his plate armor and just then just shrugs and leaves it on.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You keep looking through the chest, I assume.
Just see if there's
You
anything.
find, yeah, you find a rather ornate-looking cloak. That seems to be seems to look quite lavish.
Yeah, Gadget raises an eyebrow. What? Yeah. What
It's
the
a
heck
sort
kind
of
of prissy person lives out here?
Can I identify anything special about this?
Um, roll Arcana or Investigation.
Same for me. 7.
It looks pretty fancy. But that's about it.
Hmm. Damn, that's a really cool that's really cool. I really like that.
Yeah, Gadget just looks okay. I mean, if you want it, I don't think it fits me.
I think I don't know. Yeah.
You gonna try it on?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So you put it on, and you can feel, and as it does, it's the way it flaps in the wind as you stand there. It's a part of you that feels, you can feel a sense of greatness as it there it is, blowing in the wind, which is weird because there is no wind.
Gadget just looking at this in complete confusion. What the?
You lick your pinky, put it in the air, and go, wait.
Kind of it's still just looking in confusion at this and just
Roll a brief history check for me.
okay. I think I was actually good at history.
Hmm.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's an intelligence check, actually.
8.
It's a cool thing.
I would reiterate, this is really cool.
Yeah, you look so cool.
I failed to see the practical applications, but eh,
Me too.
It's like, this is gonna be completely useless. But damn if it ain't cool.
is there anything else in the chest?
There is 500 gold.
Hey,
Oh.
That's the next thing.
Always useful.
And the last thing is a saddle.
Okay, so
Ooh.
125 gold each.
yeah, yeah. All right. So we've got some gold in here for everybody. And Gadget it arranges that in the three equal stacks and
Yeah.
puts the fourth in his satchel, and he
Hey,
pulls out the saddle.
He actually gets it right. He's been learning. Proud of him. Yeah. So yeah, you put it and you pull out the saddle.
Yeah, and I go over to Nora. Hey, Nora, something for Barnaby, and I just toss it at him.
I'll hand the belt to Lowry. Hey
I'm
Lowry, you
wearing the
know about
belts. You
Oh wait. Oh, what was the thing I was examining?
The cloak.
you have a cloak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll hand the cloak to over to Lowry. Lowry, do you know a bit about magic items? Can you tell if this does anything useful?
I mean, it seems entirely aesthetic. I don't. I. Yeah, sure. I'll give it a quick look. I'm not gonna grab it off you and give it a closer look. Did do I notice anything about it other than the fact it looks cool, Tom?
Um, roll me an Arcana.
This cape is an enigma.
Yeah, no, it's a weird.
I
You can't see any sort of possible utility for it.
I don't I don't really understand. Like, I could make an educated guess at how it works, but it's just I don't see it having any function. It just waves. Sorry. Though it's cool as hell. If you don't want it, I'll have it.
I mean, go ahead. I got the I got the cool item from the last place. So fair's fair.
Okay, within a second, it's only taken me a second thinking to realizing this thing will get in the way a lot. You keep it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, Kyle put the cape on.
Is
Thank
there
you,
is there anything on the like on the cape that resembles the belt at all?
No. You can assume that they were probably stolen.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is the blade of Viper's base, after all.
You got yeah. God just kind of shrugs. You doing okay there, Noel?
That you'll notice, kind of, Nord's just been kind of standing over the body for a little bit. But, sorry, what was that, Gatron?
You feeling all right?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say all right. And kind of turn away and pick up the saddle that you kind of thrown over to him a little bit ago. Getting late. I think we should all just set up camp.
I think that's a good idea. You need to rest if nothing else.
Alrighty. Let us know if you need anything. All right.
All right. Sorry with y'all. I'll take the first watch.
Kai shrugs. That's fine.
All right.
Would it be okay
I'll
if I
go. I'll go.
request? Would I be able to request we watch it as I don't really
That
no offense, but I
sound.
feel that I don't feel comfortable leaving you on your own or in a state like this. If someone
I
would
think. I think that
Right.
is wise.
Hey, don't worry too much. Barnaby will be up with me.
Barnaby's is currently asleep.
all the same, it would just let me sleep more comfortably knowing there was someone up with you. Like, please, it's not much to ask, and it won't make any. Though I suppose you probably want to be alone, don't you?
It doesn't matter either way. All the same, there's just a lot to take in.
Okay, well, we'll leave it for now. We'll do single shifts, and I'll kind of probably head off inside the tent thing. Oh no, we're already in there. I'll
Yeah.
probably just set up
What little
my
is left of this tent.
Yeah.
Basically
tent
just a rag held
rotation
up by
marks.
the last few sticks.
I'll probably just just head over to my bag, set up, try and grab my sleeping stuff out.
I'll just sit down outside. I'll just sit down outside the tent, and go. Yeah, and then Gadget does his typical sleep pattern.
His best log chipper impression.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, pretty solid.
Alright.
I'd give that an 8 out of 10 in terms of log chipper impressions.
I was just doing snoring. But okay. And so you guys each take watch. And
Nor
I
will
think-
go and get Barnaby and actually keep watch for the whole night. I will use my recovery dice and stuff for it with short rests between.
So you're not taking a long rest.
Mm. You've done this before. You've done this before, Nora, and it didn't go great.
Yeah, last
Oh,
time.
let me tell you, if you heard the things, or I guess seen the things that he got flashback to, you wouldn't be too keen on going to sleep.
Yeah. Just saying, if you end up seeing a Modron tomorrow, don't blame us.
That's true.
Yeah, last time.
I forgot that was when that happened.
Oh
I
dear.
didn't.
This is the key to it. If we just become
I was gonna
sleep
say maybe that was
deprived,
the
we can solve
missing
it.
ingredient.
Just need one of them to be sleep deprived so this hallucination could become real.
I'm still waiting for the Modron's glorious return.
One day.
I've grown fond of it at that moment.
It
Okay.
was a good moment.
So I guess
And so with you guys sleeping far longer than you normally do, and nor you not sleeping at all, I think that's what we're gonna end tonight's session.
Okay.
that was a really good session.
Yeah, that was good.
That is something. This is
Yeah,
a
it
moment
was.
I've been looking forward to since the very beginning.
Oh man, it was good. And no one else got to even hear.
Yeah, like the big
I
part.
want to know what happened in there, because you were in there for a decent length of time, and we were very worried.
Yeah, like we were
Yes,
thinking
I
like
can
Nora
tell
just
because when you panic, you start talking about American history.
Yeah, apparently so.
Well, it started out with me lamenting the loss of rhythm butt so we couldn't play coffin dance.
Yeah, that's
Um,
upsetting.
and then it's like, and then I commented on the the possibility of in Darkened Forest me ordering you to drive over to George's place and slap him.
If we start
That's
doing
difficult. I don't have a driver's license.
yeah, so that's
Brain.
specifically if that is that's something you'll be requested to do specifically if we start doing the alternate universe bullshit in that campaign. That's what.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of AU stuff, to be honest. Like I see the stuff around like Undertale, and it just confuses me.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
god.
not.
Oh my god, the Undertale AU is beyond, like, yeah.
I kind of enjoy
You
alternate
see,
universes because
you see,
I've always liked positing.
In a
What
sort
if
of-
this happened?
Yeah.
the only AU stuff I like is the Quarrels of Quadruin
Of course you do.
AU.
But yeah.
None of the others are worth
One thing,
the
one thing I
time.
can tell you about is these enemies you fought today.
Mm.
So first of all, the zombie ankylosaurs, they had a little thing where if they reach 0 hit points, they have to roll a Constitution saving throw. The DC being 5 plus however much damage it took. So for your
Right.
lower rolls, that's why it was able to stay up for so long. Of course, the other one, considering how Quadruin killed it with 22, and that would mean its a DC would be 27. It can roll a maximum of 22 with a natural 20.
Yeah.
It was not surviving.
Yep.
And as for the Revenant, so, let's talk. So, it's a very interesting creature. I don't know if you know much about it.
I don't.
Yeah,
I've
sure if
not
it's something you've
encountered this
researched.
before.
Yeah, so AC of 13, so that's not hard. Hit
Mm.
points average 136, but I ended up having more because I rolled higher.
Yeah.
18 strength, 14 dex, 18 con, 13 intelligence, 16 wisdom, 18 charisma. Very high stats.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It's got good saving throws. Got good. It resists necrotic and psychic damage. It's immune to poison, just like the ankylosaurs.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
It's immune to being charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned.
Hmm.
It's got
That's why
dark
it's a
vision,
boss.
got aggressive perception, got high proficiency bonus, yada yada. And here we get to the interesting stuff. One of them is something I'm not including in this campaign. But one thing, the regeneration. It regains 10 hit points at the start of every turn, as long as it has not been hit by fire or radiant damage.
Okay. So we made a
For the
good call
first
on
few
the fire
turns,
then.
you guys used fire attack, so it didn't regain anything. So that's why it went down a little
Yeah.
faster.
So it's kind of it's kind of like the is it trolls that do that?
Yeah, except
Yeah,
it's
like-
fire and acid for them.
Exactly. This one is fire and radiant because it's
Yeah.
undead. It's immune to anything turn undead, but that's not really important. Vengeful Tracker. The Revenant knows the distance to and direction of any creature against which it seeks revenge. Even
Yeah,
if the
that's
creature
Oh, I
and the
see.
Revenant are on different planes of existence. If the creature being tracked by the Revenant dies, the Revenant knows.
Interesting.
So it's a creature based entirely on vengeance.
Hmm.
I gave it to
Yes.
some random NPC who we barely know.
I'm gonna head to bed, but thank you,
Okay.
and I
Yeah.
will see you
I'm
all.
almost,
Alright.
I'm
See
almost
you
finished
later.
because this next
Yeah.
part is very interesting.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Okay. So it has a multi-attack. So it's Vengeful Glare, DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. So and if it fails, target's paralyzed until the end of the Revenant's next turn, or if it takes damage, which is what happened with
Gadrin.
yeah, we
Hmm.
got and after that, it gets frightened, which is when it can start making saving throws again. And then here comes the interesting part: Fist. It can hit twice because it's a multi-attack. So normally it does a 2d6 plus 4 damage. If the target is a creature against which the Revenant has sworn vengeance, the target takes an extra 4d6 bludgeoning damage. So that's 66 plus 4, and you were crit.
me.
That's
The
brutal.
the fact that you weren't just straight up killed is honestly kind of a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had it been 3 more damage, according to Raw, I would have been dead.
oh wow.
Wow.
You do not have much health, do you?
I have a total of 32 health.
I mean,
Yeah, and
that's
he
more
rolled-
than double what
Yeah,
Innie has.
yeah, but he rolled
Yeah.
like 46 or something.
We
Well,
do
and
not
it's,
do not include any in discussions about functional characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not
Okay,
mistaken,
I'm
isn't
done
it?
now. You can go to bed if you want.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. I'll see you all
Yeah.
later. Night.
See,
And it in one hit, if you take health and a half, you just die.
No, it's if you take it.
Or is that?
No. It's if the damage you take beyond, if the let's say negative hit points that you take equals your total HP, that's when you are like permanently dead. So from where you were, you'd have to deal double your HP in order for you to actually die.
Oh, I think it's more forgiving than what was it, third?
Yeah,
I think it was.
death. And it's kind of a pattern as the D&D versions have gone on. Death's become more forgiving. I mean, in first edition, if you go to 0 HP, you're dead. But in first edition, it was kind of if your character survives the session, that's like a feat.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever been so scared before.
Yeah.
I had
If
hit
he
the point of
died now,
acceptance.
if he died right there, I would have been kind of upset.
That would have been sad.
me
yeah.
too.
But do you know how good of a tragedy it would have been, though?
Yeah.
you just learned
Finally-
who you are.
Yeah, finally got a glimpse of who you were,
Mm.
and then
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but you don't have all
Yeah,
the
that would
answers.
have been the first PC death in this
you
group as well.
True. But you don't have all the answers yet.
No.
Like, you don't know how she turned you into such a
Yeah.
terrifying being. And more importantly, how did you get out?
But yeah, first, yeah,
But now
I'm
you know what you
wondering, I'm wondering what the first PC death in this group will be.
It's gonna be Gadrin.
I do have an interesting idea for a character who would replace Kai, which is basically kind of the polar opposite of him in terms of kind of life philosophy.
Oh wait, is he a former bladed viper? 'Cause that'd be
No,
amazing.
no, it wouldn't be a polar bladed viper. It would be some, yeah.
Okay.
It would be a paladin would be what I'd go for, I think.
Yeah, so
I was
so
gonna
all
say,
yeah, so everyone is sacred as opposed to bladed vipers must die.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think
Also,
so far, Rek, you for sure know who would have been my replacement character.
Yep.
would it be
Yeah.
Barnaby?
No. This whole time, Barnaby's been a druid in wild shape.
You've been playing a decoy character.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be incredible, because, yeah, Spencer and I kept up a decoy character for like half a session. To have one for like the first 40 sessions of a campaign would be incredible.
Hey, technically, Matt kept a decoy character for a full session.
That's
Yeah.
Bear in mind,
true.
session 1, he was still Jameson. To you guys.
By the way,
However, that's the same person, technically.
Yeah.
Whereas, what was he? Was
Mechanically
the name?
speaking, yes.
Was your name Greg in in Paracosm Wreck?
Yeah, Greg Trallhan.
Yeah,
The human fight.
still so goddamn like amazed.
I was so happy with that reveal.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to the reveals of the
Yes.
characters for Dungeon Campaign, even though George accidentally spoiled what his
I
race is.
spoiled my race, yeah.
Oh well, personality wise, I still have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just know that you
Yeah.
spoiled it to all of us, so we know that you are a
Yeah.
druid.
Yeah. I'll get a
I'm just
yeah, I'll get
imagining
kind of the
Rosebush backwards.
I'll say I'm glad to see the way things played out. Allow me to. Yeah, I did do some planning ahead for something like this,
Hmm.
and thankfully, it's one of two scenarios that I can roll with. I know exactly how Nor will respond here
Nice.
to what has happened.
Yeah, also I will just say, in case you guys hadn't guessed, the cape is indeed a cloak of billowing.
I had a suspicion.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
That's one of the funniest items. While wearing this cloak, you can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
Is that all it does?
Yes.
By the way, for my sake, is there anything of note on the saddle? I know we haven't identified it, but when I write it down in my inventory, I want to know whether it's something that we need to figure out next time or not.
Mm.
As you guys can tell, no.